And now we're live.
Hey, everybody. Everybody like our shirt?
Yeah, let's start out by showing our shirts, guys.
Yeah.
Since I've been in here talk. Oh wait, hold on. Let me be still because I just got blurry. Yeah. Since I've been in here talking to everybody and saying hello, I wanted to make sure I said hello to everybody this time. Since yesterday I was in such a hurry and I was really bad about even reading the chat. I was waiting for today to go back and look, and then I haven't even been able to do that. So I'm gonna go back real quick and say hi to some people real quick, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So
Awesome.
let's see, back up here. Hi Ken or G.
Hi, Ken. Awesome.
Yeah, and Brandy and Yoda and okay, that's the same person. Nebs, and then Ray Day's Beauty Lookout. That's the one that said that you got something. Oh, up here. Prayers for your comfort, serenity, and wisdom. God give you strength. I think
Nice.
that was, I would assume that was more for you to make, Yeah. And then, good evening, everyone. I hope you are having an amazing day, and I hope you ladies, I'm feeling okay. Amanda, I think we had just a little pre-trial run back here. I forgot to click live, so we was back here talking for a minute, and then I was like, oh man, I was saying hi to everyone and all that. And so, we at least got comfortable for a second before I clicked the button.
Yeah, true.
Because we were just back there talking. We started pretty close to 8:30, and we were just like, and I was like, my bad, nobody's even hearing anything I'm saying. I just said hello to everyone. Hey, Terry Lynn. Hey,
yes, hi, everybody.
Honey. Imagine said, hey, ladies, you both look gorgeous. What about Mindy on her?
Thank you.
Mindy on her bike with her dog. We forgot about yesterday on there.
Oh my god.
It's shirt.
Oh look,
I'm probably wearing my Chinese Korean skincare. It's toxic. It's toxic.
Look, since I'm ready for a straitjacket and shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, here's the thing. She posted that she was gonna come through my parents' house and fight me. Okay.
Hi,
and
Tammy,
I've been a person.
Hi, Cardo. Sorry.
I did on. You're all good. I did 3 months for 8 aggravated batteries to police officers, 1 intimidation, 1 bodily injury. And I was drunk when I did that. I'm scared. I told my dad, why don't you record this? Because then we could put it all over social media, so she can't lie about anything. I mean, for a long time, I have been the person where they're like, no, you can't say anything. No, you can't say this or say that. She's been coaching me through the way. You know what I mean? Because I'm not good at this social media shit. You know what I mean? I could care less about it. I don't care about the clout. I don't care about anything.
Every time that you tried to tell any kind of experience that you had, you've always been made to back it up and try to re-explain it in a different way so that what you said wasn't exactly how it was, that it was this or that. So it was always made to, but everybody, I feel like, already knew that your, whatever you said happened is what really happened. I think it was.
What reason do I have to lie? To embarrass myself? I mean, it's embarrassing that I kept going back.
All of it. I have said the same thing.
Embarrassing.
Me involved in any of it, it's embarrassing. All of it. Why would you want to
different shit? He was telling me how much he loved me. He was telling me how much he was there for me. But yet in my mind, he wasn't. You know what I mean? He was not. He wasn't there for me at all. And then on top of it, at the end kind of here, which we'll, get into, is Mindy got mad at me that I had to, I had her blocked when she couldn't fucking call me, to come save her when I told her in the first place what was going to happen. You know what I mean? But then at top of that, them having sex, you know what I mean? And then me coming through afterwards. I mean, come on. You can't write this shit. You know what I mean? It's like, where do you get the nerve? And then to be mad at me over it? I'm trying to tell you how much I love this fucking asshole. And you're over here fucking falling in love with him, bro. With him.
But I don't think anybody believes that. Oh, I have her muted. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
I believe they slept together. I believe it.
I muted both of us a while ago, and then I forgot to unmute you back because she was talking. So I was trying to not have any, I don't know, because I felt like there's a lot of background noise here.
Let me know if you hear any noise. We're having a thunderstorm right now, really bad thunderstorm.
That's always so relaxing though. Right now it's just so fucking hot here. I just said the other day, I told him he left something outside, and I was like, "Are you gonna let that get rained on?" He's like, "It's not raining."
Wait, you're in Texas?
What is shit? It's not raining.
Are you in Texas?
Yeah, that was a lot of shit. What?
Are you in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna give out information or whatever. But dude, I just got back from Texas. Like
everybody knows. Everybody fucking knows.
It is so hot.
Like everybody probably knows my social security number by now, to be honest.
Well,
saying, for sure know I live in fucking Texas.
It's so hot down there. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it.
All of our social security numbers were just fucking like leaked
right?
in some kind of like thing the other day. So I guess we're all in the same boat.
Yeah, I had my card stolen, I think, from them, and I had my driver's license stolen. I don't know. We'll get into that later, though, too. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
They did it all?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Just to make things hard on you.
Well, there's a detective that's looking into a bunch of stuff right now. You know what I mean? Look, I'm not gonna be.
But that's like them being in your phone and all your stuff.
Yep.
Like, I don't doubt it. That's
this is what Jason was doing. He was watching how to work iPhones on the TV, okay? And when he had an Android, okay?
But I know a lot of people, here's the thing too though, is I know a lot of people like don't realize that Jason like may not be like smart in some ways, but he's smart in other ways. But also isn't Crit the one that was doing a lot of it too?
Yeah. And you know what? That's all the time you have is in prison. What else are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? What else are you supposed to do? But I'm telling you right now, he was taking he told my dad that I didn't know how to work a cell phone. Okay, bro? Like it got to that point. He was taking the
really careful with them having your ID. Huh? Jokes with them, they can have mine. Maybe they can do something with it because I can't. I know the social security number. But she said be careful with them having your ID. Yeah, I know that's what I really worry about because these are people that they have bad credit and they owe money everywhere and then they have like people's personal fucking information and it's really scary.
Yeah. Well, he told me straight to my face. He said, you know what, bitch? Guess what? You don't got shit, you motherfucker. Your mom and dad have shit. And it's like, you know what, dude? Just because I'm living with my mom and dad's house, sweetheart, my mom and dad right now are falling apart into pieces. Okay? With what Jason's done to them, they're falling apart into pieces. My dad's ready to fucking take his gun and blow his fucking brains out. I mean, let's be honest here. It's so
sad. They've been through a lot already. And it's like constant. Like they literally constant. I wish I would have said, well, I guess I could pull it up.
Come here and talk to my dad because I think he wants to put his phone in his pocket and record it to get my dad saying that he didn't abuse me. But my dad doesn't know that.
Isn't that illegal?
No, that's what I said last night. So they want your parents to say what happens at your house.
Yeah. No, at his house.
They're not there.
No,
like, either way, you can come tell them whatever, or he can come tell them whatever. They're not there.
Right. My dad probably there 26 times, 30 times to save me. I mean, Jason took a picture of him standing there with police cars all around. I mean, I could pull up 911.
Somebody probably that knows how to do that shit can probably pull up like all the like times the cops have been called there, right?
Yep.
I was thinking
I'm not talking about drugs going on.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix my computer.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm not talking about the drugs going on. I'm not talking about the illegal shit going on. I'm talking about motherfucker, you fucking abused me. You abused me spiritually, emotionally, physically, the whole fucking night. The whole night. And right after I lost my brother to fentanyl, by the way.
So is there anything, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I need to like screen, like to share, like text
Girl,
messages.
I have everything in my phone. I have everything since day one.
No, I know, but I meant for the live.
I have a question.
That's what I was going to do was show a bunch of stuff, but I just like, at this point, I don't know what to show and what not to show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I don't know what,
maybe if you want to do like a part 3, you know what I mean? We could figure that out on what, you know what I mean? Like text messages and whatnot.
Because there's a lot. That's why I just didn't really know for sure what to show on the screen. I did want to show the part from Crit because we brought it up and mentioned it last night.
Yep.
So I did kind of
I was like,
I kind of think that we should also show Mindy's community tab.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of haven't on there that some people maybe haven't seen because she's like, every time they open their mouth, they just make themselves look worse and worse.
Yeah.
I have a question for Amanda.
Sure. What's up?
Imagine says, who the fuck contacts people's elderly parents over YouTube? And that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, we're in fucking, like, elementary school. I'm calling your mom.
It's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, hey, call my mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
My mom said, turn off YouTube. Like, come on, dude. Like, I said, Mom, if you turn off YouTube, I'm going straight over freaking T-Mobile, getting my shirt turned back on because this is coming out. I'm coming out with it. I'm tired of hiding anything. Like, there's no reason.
What was she gonna ask? Sorry, I like totally interrupted her and cut her off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So, when every time that you would speak on what happened to you, what threats would he make to get you to defend him? Like, how does he keep doing this
It
to
wasn't
everybody?
threats. I mean, it was a few here and there, but it wasn't really threats. It was the fact that he had me in the beginning, in the very beginning, he had me addicted to meth. So, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, so I was half in a psychosis, half, because I weighed like 75 pounds. If anybody remembers those videos, I weighed like 75 pounds. I was talking.
No, that picture that you sent me the other day about there was the like the side by side or whatever. You looked pretty small there.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's taken a lot. It's taken a lot. Like, I'm not psychotic. I'm not crazy. But, I did have a fucking crack problem for a little while. I mean, I did. Absolutely. You know what? Because it feels weird because with the uppers, I mean, he was stealing my Adderall and selling them to Jessica for $30 a pop. You know what I mean? And she told me, straight to her from my face to face, she told me that Adderall is the best hangover cure. Okay. I wanted to beat her fucking ass. No joke. But he was stealing them and giving them to her. And while I was suffering, with needing my medication. I mean, I got him hooked up with
are you still now? You're not taking it now?
No, I've been off of it for, I want to say, about 2.5 to 3 weeks.
So yeah. What is your goal with that, to try to at least get back on your medication?
I have a doctor's appointment coming up on Monday. Yep. I want to get back on my Adderall. I want to get back on my, my routine. You know what I mean? I've gained weight.
You take other medicine too, though, don't you? Like mood stuff and
that? I want to explore that. I want to explore like what other medications there is,
Yeah.
What's going on. You know what I mean? I mean, because I got in my life, I was addicted to Klonopins, okay? For 20 years. 20 years of my life, I was addicted to Klonopins. And I could not get off those things if it fucking killed me. I would go to the hospital. I would have seizures. My dad would pick
the chat and stuff.
Huh?
Do you see the chat and stuff? Because I'm gonna.
No, you know what? I don't have glasses on. So everybody, I'm sorry. I will
Okay, well, when I click them, can you see them?
What'd you say?
When I click them and put them on the screen, can you see them?
Yeah, let me see.
Well, because I was just gonna say I was gonna click some of them so that way you're able to see.
Oh yeah. I see them right now. Okay. Yeah, so the Klonopin thing. So like I would have seizures. My dad would come down the stairs in the morning and see me seizing out, by the door. And he would throw me over his shoulder, bring me to the hospital. The hospital would just inject me with more benzos. So it was like the hospital was my drug dealer for a long time. You know what I mean? I couldn't get off of him. So my brother died, long story short, from fentanyl. And I don't know what happened to my body, but I flipped. I went from having pure anxiety to having ADHD and really no anxiety anymore.
This person said, Amanda, I am in recovery, but I'm also a social worker. I can help you locate resources in your area if you need.
Awesome. You know what? That's what I want to do. I told my parents today, I said, I want to be an addiction counselor. I said, people can learn from what the flip I went through. You know what I mean? I want to talk at the jails. I want to tell these little girls like, hey, little girls, you guys ain't shit. I've been to maximum prison. Bro, that ain't federal. That's fucking maximum, dude. You got to figure out your shit. You got to put your fucking headband on, bro. You got to fucking go out there and fucking fight your fucking fight. You know what I mean? And like I said, I went in there with 8 aggravated batteries, so I didn't have a problem with that. But at the same time, I mean, it was rough. It was rough. You know what I mean? And then coming out of it, I was on parole when I got to know Jason. And he was blowing the meth in my face and he was smoking it, all around me. So I was dropping dirty with my counselor, with my parole officer, with meth. And I couldn't figure out, I was like, dude, I'm not doing it. I'm not hitting the pipe at all. And so I kept dropping dirty. So they stuck me in Indiana. I was in Lake County, Indiana for 4 months. And I just did my bid out. I did my time. I came out without being on papers. I said, fuck it.
Well, you need to, that's a really good, people are down here talking about she said, my daughter's a social worker too.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they said, so proud of you. So here's the thing is that, if that's something that you really want to do,
I know.
Do that. You know what I mean? You got to get,
I did
get your doctor's appointment scheduled, get yourself, where you need to be so that you can do that. Because you got to take care of, you first.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I did phlebotomy for about 10 years, which is drawing blood. I loved it. Oh,
I could never.
Oh, yeah.
I have a really weak stomach, and I thought I wanted to be a nurse for a minute.
And then listen, I was in my addiction program. I was in rehab, and they actually came out with a culinary program. And I actually got paid. They asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said, hell yeah. So I actually got paid to go to culinary school while I was dating Jason. So I was going through all that and being the number one in my class. I mean, I learned how to do sushi, and I've learned, I won the competition how to do, and I don't even eat fish. I mean, I don't eat none of that, but I did it all fucked up. And it's so crazy how I got through all that. You know what I mean? It's just, it blows.
It's crazy the way sometimes that we like do that. They were literally, I had a situation earlier that they said, you don't remember that? Like something that happened like a year or two, but like it's not that long ago. And that it was like something that I should have remembered. And I was like, no, I feel like there's like chunks of things that I just don't remember. I don't remember being there. I don't remember happening. And so I don't know what it's like. My doctor has like switched my medications and stuff over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it was probably in that chunk of time that I was probably taking something that wasn't working well. Right. And so it's like, no, I was like, I don't remember that at all. Like I mean, obviously it's a different situation, like what you're saying, but like, no, yeah, I totally get it. And then it's like, you wake up one day and you're like, what the fuck about
the chef thought I was nuts. He loved me though. He's Amanda, you know, he actually used to be the personal chef for the lady who did the Bean downtown in Chicago. And, you know, he goes, Amanda's got it. Amanda can do this and Amanda can do everything. You know what I mean? So
what's your sign?
I learned about everything. So it was great.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, I'm a Libra. Yep. And you know what? I'm honest and I'm a good person. And that's why I wanted to come out with this stuff, because I didn't deserve nothing. Like the only thing I did wrong with Jason is I stole his goddamn photo album. Okay. And I was ripping up pictures because why? Every picture that he had from prison, there was 20 of them behind that picture of Jessica Kent naked. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I sat there for hours on my back and then threw them in a garbage bag and had my parents drop them off over there. I mean, I could have exposed this girl from day one.
That's what I was about to say, because we know some other people would have done some things with those pictures.
Yeah,
they'd probably be making some OnlyFans and making some money off of those pictures or something right now and pretending it was her doing it.
Throughout our whole relationship, I kept saying, you got something for this girl. You got something for her. He kept saying, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. She's my best friend. I'm like, no, you got something for her. You're fucking lying to me, dude. Something is going on here. And I kept thinking, and that, you know, he got me an engagement ring. I mean, we went through the whole process, bro. And it's like the first day I met her, I swear to God, the first time I met this girl, I show up at her house. We pick her up. We go out to dinner. Okay. She brings us to a real, you know, classy, expensive restaurant. And the girl couldn't stand. She was drinking like a fish. She couldn't stand. I mean,
me and you talked about this earlier, and I believe that he really too, though, like played y'all against each other so hard that I feel like, because now seeing things in such a different like way than I did in the beginning. I just saw what was being put out there by the people that wanted it to look a certain way. So I'm not saying I know everything about it. I just know that I'm able to see it from a different point of view than I did a year ago.
Right. I mean, look, Jessica was behind some of the stuff. She was. She's not a clean.
I'm not saying no, and that's the thing is I feel like there's a lot of people that know that she's in no way perfect, but also see that there's like a lesser of the two evils in a sense, not necessarily the two evils. I don't even want to say it like that. I feel like I always say that. I feel like I always say that about presidential elections. Like there's like an evil and another evil, and then there's a lesser. But like, so when I say that, I don't necessarily mean like
he wanted you guys to fight over him.
Yeah.
He got off on making you guys fight over him.
While I did. You know what? I don't have no hard feelings over her. I'm jealous of her right now because she got away. You know what I mean? She got away nice and clear. I live 10 minutes from him. You know what I mean? He could come to my house. Every time I have PTSD, every time I hear a car with their system, that was his call. You know what I mean? Every time I heard a car with the system, I'm out there. I was out there earlier on my front porch. I'm like, let's go. Oh, there's somebody here. Let's go. Let's do this shit. Let's get this going. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of it. You can only use somebody for so fucking long.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the situation with Jason and Mindy, because well, too, while we talk about that a little bit, while you tell me a little bit about what you know about that, I'm gonna go pull up what Chris said today so that we can because probably nobody has seen that or know about that.
Okay, so the last time I was there was about 3 weeks ago. And, you know, I came through, I came through, he called me an Uber. I came through, or Lyft or whatever the hell. I came through, you know, he had some drugs for me, drugs available, obviously. Basically, he was feeding him to me. No, I didn't talk to Mindy really that much during that point because I guess she was telling Jason to have me not come over there. But I mean, he didn't listen to her, whatever. But, you know, I was there for about 45 minutes. And, you know, Jason likes to, you know, since he's so high on meth, to watch porn all the time. Porn. Everything's porn. You know, he likes freaking stupid blowjobs. You know, it's so embarrassing to say this, but, you know, so we got into doing whatever we had to do. Afterwards, you know, he didn't want me to be on social media at all. He wanted my phone to be over there. He didn't want me to wear my watch. He didn't want me to take pictures. He didn't want me to, you know, have any evidence, have any proof. He sat there and told me that I cannot over my dead body tell God, even if God asked me, I am not allowed to say anything about me being there at all. And, you know, I got home, I took the, you know, whatever, we did whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. And, you know, I left there, I didn't know where it left, whatever. So I got home, and within 15 minutes of me being at home, I talked to Mindy, and she told me, you know, basically, the first words out of her mouth were, I believe everything you say. I believe everything you say. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I believe everything. I don't. The day before, I went to his house, but she told me on the phone. She was watching. I believe everything you say about the abuse. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? You know, and she's like, you know, because he did it to me. And I said, what do you mean? You know, and she really didn't want to get into detail. But she said, basically,
is she breaking up to anyone else or just me? I just want to make sure that people can hear you, because it was breaking up every now and then, and so I want to make sure I don't want it to cut out. And
yeah, it sounds like you have a not a stable connection, Amanda.
Oh, yeah, me? You know, I'm in my basement.
Kind of cutting out, yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry about that. I mean, there's no
really. I just wanted to let you know I didn't want
upstairs because I don't want.
I just wanted to make sure that people were able to hear what you were saying.
Yes. So, let me know when I cut out and all that stuff. So, yes, Mindy, you know,
Chris, they are. I mean, we don't know about now. They were doing those things when she was there. We don't know what they're doing now. I mean, I don't personally know what they're doing now.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they.
I don't know what they're doing.
They are a couple now.
Disappeared.
No, she asked if they're.
Oh, they are. I don't know. I don't know if they're playing a game. I don't know. I mean, I believe they had sex. Look, I believe they had sex. Yeah, I do. I believe that. Jason told me straight to my face when I was there the last time that Mindy did say she was going to. Here, I don't even have a light outside. I'm sorry, guys. But Mindy did say that she was going to. That rape charges or something came up. Mindy did not tell me she was going to press rape charges, but rape charges came up, Jason said. And I guess she told Jason that. I'm going to say, you know, you raped me. And Jason said, what?
I'm going to read it in a minute, Summer. She was just talking a little bit about what was going on with everything with Mindy and Jason. But I pulled this up that Crit had said, so I kind of wanted to talk about that. I was going to read it. So right now I'll probably have to zoom in on it more. But she was talking, so I just didn't. I'll go do that right now while she's still talking.
Well, real quick, I cut me off a little bit, but I wanted to say that Jason did tell me to my face that if Mindy would have pressed rape charges on him, he would have had to kill her. He would have had to fucking kill her, and he said that to my face. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What are you gonna do with her? Put her in your dog cage? What are you doing? What do you mean?
Yeah, seriously. No, so can we? So was that a threat that he made to you also? Because I know that was a threat that he made to somebody else.
No, he said it. No. He said it on a live. Let me turn the lights on back here. He said it on a live that he was gonna put me in a dog. Okay, and I should be on the back of a milk carton too.
Well, supposedly he said about the other person that he was trying to threaten, that Jessica mentioned in her Patreon video. He supposedly, I guess, messaged that person and threatened her dad, her like dying or sick dad, something along those lines. If she didn't like make a video or do something or a statement of some kind, saying that that's not what happened. Even though who even knows who she was? She didn't say anybody's name. So the fact that you're trying to get somebody to come out and out themselves for this thing that is being talked about, nobody knows,
right?
Like who it is. So the fact that you really want a person to and like put themselves out there like that, like, so I'm the person that was drugged,
right? Like this is some serious shit. Like this is not okay to have happen. This is ruin people's lives. You know what I mean? Like in all honesty, like this can, and it's like I think about all this and it gives me anxiety because I'm like, damn, dude, if you would have, because that smothering me with the pillow thing, that's true. I fought him for about 3 straight days, dude. That shit's true. He was on top. That guy's big. He's big. He was on top of me with a fucking pillow. Okay? And I'm telling you right fucking now, I thought that was it. I thought I was going. I thought that was it. I mean, I was like stuck to his bed. I was like fucking not handcuffed, but I mean, I'll get into it, but he's like taken my own mace and sprayed me in the face and my mouth with it. And then I ran to the fucking bathroom because I'm like, oh my God, it felt like my face was on fire. And then he comes into the fucking bathroom. Here's a glass of milk. This'll take it away. What? Wait, what? You know, there was a time where he hit me at Jessica's house. I'll get into that too, where he hit me with a car. He backed into me and he broke my arm. I have papers for that too from the hospital. You know, like all of this stuff. And it's like, how dare you have me watch you on camera and you're getting clout for this and you're getting money from people for whatever. And you're lying.
Look, so that's, look, I want to read this real quick. Did I not make it bigger? I thought I made it look bigger. Hold on. Let me try to move it around. Hold on. Because it's going to take us off the screen for a minute. It's still not big enough, probably. I want to read that, and then I want to show them Mindy's community post, because probably not everyone has seen that, and people need to see that too. So let me do that real quick, but can anybody read this or not? If not, I'll just read it. And
that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, well, it was just, I wanted to read because we accused Crit of something that we don't know for sure, whatever. That was just something that somebody
Everybody take screenshots, so you can blow it up after.
What'd you say?
I said take screenshots, you can blow it up after. Check it out.
I zoomed in on it. It just didn't show it on the screen any bigger.
It's something that I found today. I was like, what? Oh my God, what?
Yeah, well, no, he commented something similar. I mean, he sent a message to her saying something similar too. So I wanted to, anyways. Yeah. He said, I was absolutely definitely not trying to get with her when I have a drop dead I can't even talk. Gorgeous girlfriend. So
Which he does.
Which he does. Well, not anymore apparently. So
right, because smart.
So everyone should know that it is a lie, and I'm not innocent, and I'm not an angel. I'm a MFISC till I die, and a man before anything. Truth is, I did something that I was told not to do, but everyone needs to eat. So I didn't listen, and Lisa told on me because we were fighting, and I know what I did was wrong, stepping on toes and not listening, but it definitely has nothing to do with Mindy or anyone else but me and Jason. Am I sorry for stepping on toes? Yes, if I could take it back, I would, but what's done is done. It's in the past. I have no hard feelings about it or animosity towards Jason. I love everybody. I hope one day he will forgive me. I have nothing bad to say about anybody or anything. I'm over it and moving forward with my life. So that was the
Hey, wait, hold on. Let me say something, because honestly, they're starting to fight in the chat. I see it. Okay. Dude, nobody fight in here, because this is not like a fighting area. You know what I mean? Everything's good. Me and Chris are good. You know what I mean? Everything's fine. You know what I mean? This is like a support. You know what I mean? Because it's so important to get this out. You know what I mean? It really is. It really, really is. You know, other people can be listening to this going through something. You know, get the hell out if you're going through something like this right away.
Because you know what? I forgot. I was supposed to mod some people, and I need to do that for my phone. Hold on, my bad. Hold on. Let me do that because I totally forgot to do that.
I hope you're watching this.
And there's no mods.
Watch away, sweetheart. You know what I mean? I'm coming out with it. Watch away. And like I said, I don't have any ill feelings for Jessica. Mess up herself.
That's another thing right now. The thing what Chris is saying in the chat, that when Chris is married, she's a married woman. The thing with her flirting with Jason, that was all a joke.
Yep. It was a joke between Jason and Chris. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was absolutely a joke. And I mean, I went at her too. You know what I mean? I did. I went at her too. I did. You know what I mean? We were talking on Tyra's live. I did. I went at her too. And I'm like, wait, what? What the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? But at the same time, because I was so head over heels over fucking Jason, which makes me sick to my stomach to say that. It's creepy. It's creepy. But I think I have like an abuse connection with him or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Here, you know, all your counselors on here, they can help me. I don't know what the hell it's called, but I have like trauma bond. I don't know what the fuck it's called. You know, it's creepy.
Okay. Who all is still in the chat so that I can see? I need to be able to mod a couple people, and I'm not seeing any of the.
Chris, stop starting a fight. If you start a fight, you're going to be knocked out. Like, not really knocked out, but knocked out of the chat. Everybody get along. Everybody get along. This is a getting along area.
Well, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look. I don't see anyone really saying. Hold on. I'm going to share.
There's Yoda.
Half of the. Oh, where'd she go? Yeah, okay. Because I already had told her. Dang, what do I?
By the way,
Yoda, right?
Check my bracelet out, Amber. Look at this bracelet. Bro, I just got this from the guy I'm talking to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he gave me the necklace, too. He's like, dude, you're a survivor. I mean, look at this pretty ring.
Can I do it from over here? Because it's like, where's it at? What am I doing?
Somebody asked where Mindy is. I have no idea where the fuck she is. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I didn't know.
Probably on the way to my house.
I really didn't know if they were going to show up or not. Oh, it's because I'm not. Hold on a minute. It's because I wasn't on the screen. I'm like, why isn't it letting me click anything?
You're all good. Dude, I don't know how to do all that shit. So you know what? You know how to do it. More props to you. I don't know how to do any of that shit.
I guess I don't, because I did it on my phone before and it's not letting me. Oh wait, you have to be doing it right here, right?
Can somebody plug my
Oh wait, I found it.
Because you know what? Hey, come on through.
I don't know what the difference is that they can do. I don't think you can do as much as the standard moderator, though, can you?
I would just pick one, and if you have to change it, you can do it afterwards.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
Mindy is right here. Hi, Mindy. How are you, honey? How you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're okay. You know, I'm not a jagoff. I'm not an asshole. I really hope you're okay.
I really don't. Wait, am I missing something?
I just saw somebody that says she's in the chat. You know, it is what it is. I hope she's okay. That's all. Nobody should go through anything that we've been through. Nobody.
I said to leave them in here if they came, so
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wanted Jason to come out and just tell the truth. All he had to do was tell the truth that this really did happen. And that all this would be over with. People would get over it. You know what I mean? Because he's got a story to tell, too. You know, he's been through a lot of shit. I mean, that motherfucker did 10 years in a goddamn fucking penitentiary. You know? I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I'm not trying to stick up for him at all, but I'm just saying that's a lot. And for what he's done since he's been out, it's just not okay.
He's exactly like my ex-husband. Like, my ex-husband has done so much time. Like, he got out for a very short period of time and then went back he's doing a 7-year sentence now, and he's about halfway into that. And then he did 4.5 years in federal before. Now he's doing state. So, like,
I would not want to do any of it, dude.
Institutionalized, though. Like, when you've been in there that long, it's a lot of them.
I met Jason like right after he got out for his 10 years. I met him at his coming home from prison party. One of my exes brought me there, and I ended up beating my ex up at the party. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was a trip. But
is that how you met him?
Yeah, that's how I met him. Yeah. Yeah, coming home from prison party. I was like, yay, let's do this. Cool. You know what? He just acted like he was the best fucking thing, next to fucking God.
Here,
and now he's famous.
Yeah, right?
This last piece of the message from Crit that said, I wish the best for Mindy and Jason, but especially Lisa. I hope she is well and safe. I know that she is a very smart woman and she will always make the right choices. Miss her and love her always. So that was the end of what.
Hold on, everybody. I'm not making excuses for Jason. What he did to me is fucking wrong, is dead wrong, and I hope he rots in fucking hell for it. But you know what? I understand what karma.
I wasn't either. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying was that I feel like I know most of the time the ones that are like him and my ex-husband don't change. And I know you don't supposed to say that nobody ever whatever. I know you're supposed to hope everybody changes and want the best for, but I mean everybody can see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how long does everybody else
again? I'll never talk to him again. I never want him around me again. I want him to stay the fuck over there on his Bud Street, and I stay the fuck over here. Stay the fuck over there. If not, it's gonna be problems. I mean, I have no problem getting police involved. I have no problem. I have actually a couple police friends watching this shit right now. You know what I mean? That I've been fucking friends with since grammar school. You know what? I have people watching this. So it's like, this is not going to happen anymore. You're not going to fucking abuse someone who's been abused to the fucking core.
No, well, like I said last night, they are both, and I know a lot of people still, for some reason, have hope for, I don't think maybe not anymore they have hope for Mindy, but throughout a lot of this, a lot of people have hoped. I don't know, like I said, I don't think so as much anymore. But I feel like they are both like literally a waste of space.
Yeah.
And air.
It's sad to say. You know, God takes
air. I need it.
Right. You know, I mean, I would trade them for my brother any fucking day of the week. You know what I mean? Any day of the week. You know? Absolutely. It's like you're here and you're just being so shitty and just so fucking using. And how do you look in the mirror? Like, how do you go to sleep at night? Like, how do you do this? Like, I don't, you know, and then she got me going like that for a while. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
So Ken is asking when the fallout between you and Mindy started. I guess when
she started talking shit about me on the lives with Jason. You know what I mean? And I started to realize it. She was messaging me and acting like she was on my side. And then she was talking on these lives with Jason and, calling me names and shit. I'm just like, dude, come on, man. Like, come on. You don't do that shit. And then the real falling out came when I told her the truth that, yeah, I was just at Jason's house. And I said, I had to come. He's like, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell. Well, dude, I mean, the girl's fucking, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I went over there. And yes, we had.
I should have a few people modded now just in case anyone is needed. And I put y'all as managing moderators. If I have to change that later, I just know that you can't maybe block people or I don't know. There's some things that you can't do. So I just did that just in case we have.
I'm glad I've relaxed. You need to relax, sweetheart. Just relax. It's okay. Everything will happen. We're all good. Huh? You need to relax. You're like worried about the computer and shit. Like, chill the fuck up, bro. It's okay.
No, it's because when I started, I meant to do that, and then I totally forgot about it. And so, once everybody started going back and forth, I realized just in case, it does go left, I needed to add a few real quick.
I learned throughout my years of anxiety, I learned something really awesome. I want to tell everybody. So it's called.
I have medicine, and I don't take it, and I probably really fucking should. But my problem is that I don't want to have to.
I'll teach you something.
Stop taking it and have to go through withdrawals because I'm so used to it.
Yep.
That's why I'm not an addict because I think that way.
a week ago, dude, I was popping Xanax. Okay. And I had that's why I had the anxiety attack the other day because I was getting off of it. I don't want to start it again. But look, if you deep breathe in and then count. You count 1 or 2, however.
We do have people arguing in the chat right now too, kind of. Yeah, people don't block them unless it's real bad because then they can still watch and not talk. Well, I think either way they can watch and not talk. But I usually just started doing it for 24 hours, muting people because then they can't come back till the next day and then from a different. Right. Oh crap! I just clicked something.
I mean, everybody has a choice. Everybody's able to speak their minds.
No, I'm sorry if nobody.
You hold it in, right? I'm gonna teach you something. You hold it in. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, however you can get up to. Once you get up to 8, sweetheart,
I'll get distracted before I get that far.
Right, but once you get up to 8, you got fucking anxiety conquered. Boom, you're done. It's awesome. It works. It truly does. And it took me a long time. I learned that from the doctor after Jason ran me over with the car and I broke my fucking arm. I learned when I went over.
I just love this comment right here that just says, Terry, with all due respect, Tira has made everything about her. She went out of her way to do so. She didn't care what others were going through when she started on them. And now knowing, this is one thing I did want to bring up, now knowing all the things that we know, the fact that she really tried to call out Nicole in the way that she did when Nicole was telling the truth. She was saying, I don't want to go to Bud Street because blah, 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 blah. And then you tried to flip that on her. How could you say that?
Yep. So, Amanda.
Yes.
How could you say that?
What is your opinion on Bud Street? Is it what we assume it is?
It's it's a house full of a whole bunch of guys. There's some females there, and the females were always nice to me. It's his cousin's daughters. They were very nice to me. I actually went to their wedding, but it's a family in a real fucked up way. It's a family.
I feel it's what their purpose is to be that dysfunctional ass family of people that functionally don't have a family. But usually, in most of their cases, it's because their families don't fuck with them anymore because of their behavior.
Well, they're all kind of, I don't want to say they're all alike, but they're all similar. You know what I mean? All the guys, they're all similar.
And they're hard to deal with. People just choose not to. So then they end up
Yeah. Well, here's
is it hard to stay sober at that house?
Huh?
Is it hard to stay sober in that house?
For sure.
Okay.
100%. 100%. Yep. Very hard.
You're not blocked. I unblocked everyone. I can see you, Brooke. I unblocked everyone the other day because, people can change their mind, and I'm giving everybody that opportunity. If people will get blocked in the future, then that's on them, to be honest. But I unblocked everybody that I had blocked, and I really only had less than 10 people blocked. I think a lot of people had me blocked.
What happened to her, bro? She just fell off the earth.
Who?
Tyra.
Yes, everybody. So here's the thing: is I don't know a lot about her, so I guess she goes to the hospital.
I don't know.
She goes to the hospital all the time, I guess, because I don't know. I didn't understand that, but I've seen that.
I hope That's all I can say.
Like the mental hospital. I guess when she doesn't have nowhere to go and she's just out, down and out. I guess that's what she does. I never knew that. I did check several jails and I never located her anywhere, but she could be spun out somewhere. That was my guess.
I wish her well, dude. I wish her well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put anything on anybody just because I've been through so much. You know what I mean? And I don't have any ill will towards anybody except for 2 of them. You know what I mean? I mean, she got involved. She was hanging out at his house. You're trying to hang out in the middle of all of it, and I don't know what
she was trying to move in.
Yeah, I don't know what you have to do with any. The first thing I asked Jason when the last time I went there 3 weeks ago, I said, Jason, is there fucking goddamn cockroaches here, bro? I didn't want to bring it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, you ain't coming home with me, bro. You're not jumping on my back and coming through. I'm so sorry. You know? No, I don't think so. You know,
well,
but he was like, no.
Tira came for you, Amanda. She came for Amber. Tira,
I mean, I sent her money too when she was moving.
The thing is, I don't come for you until you send for me, and then bitch, here I am. That's it. Like I try to avoid confrontation. I don't like that shit.
That's how I am.
I can't control my emotions, and I say the shit Mindy wishes she could say.
Right.
Like, so I don't like that shit. Like,
let her come through here. Let her come through. I will fucking come outside and mop her ass with Jessica's teeth. Let her come through. Let her come through. Come on, bro. You know what? I'll give you some sweet tea. I don't fucking know. What the fuck you want? You want a Sprite? You want some Coke? The fuck you want? Come through, bro. You're not going to do this to my parents anymore. My parents do not. And by the way, there's a camera right there that's listening to everything. You know what I mean? It can see everything. It's hearing everything. It's all over my house. It's all over everywhere. You know? Hopefully my parents are listening.
Laughing about my dead daughter. No, you're not right. Who laughed about your dead daughter?
That's not cool. That's not cool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see this shit? I got a text message of my brother's picture saying, "You know what, bitch? You're gonna be right next to him if you continue." You fucking gums. Who says it?
Talking about.
Oh, I forgot my cigarettes. Yes, I am smoking. So that's all I can do right now. But I mean, I just don't. This is.
Talking about somebody. I guess somebody that doesn't like Tira is in here. That I guess is like Roadhog people or something. And so I guess well, I don't know. I don't know all those people. I mean, I know that Tira has
it a couple times.
A lot of people in a lot of different communities, not just this, that, because she inserts herself into all of these situations. And so, I mean, my beef with her, she created and then acted like, bitch, why'd you come for me? Bitch, you sent for me. You started talking about me, or you let Jason talk about me on your live.
Then you're all crazy when you lash. What? Like, so I don't need it. Mindy said yesterday I needed a straitjacket.
Yeah, well,
she said yesterday I needed a straitjacket.
And a straitjacket. So
yeah, dude, I felt some kind of way over that shit. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are, bro? I was in 2 different fucking psych wards after the nigga. Like, what? And I don't mean to say the N-word, but like, dude, that's how trashy it is. It's like, you don't say that to somebody. You don't say that about somebody, especially that you were supposedly friends with. What? And somebody said, oh my God, Amanda said the N-word. Like, come on. You know, I only use the N-word when it's really, 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 really necessary. I think it's ignorant as well. You know?
I don't. My kids are like ages that I don't like. They already say enough shit. I said idiot earlier, and that's one of the ones that they want to use all the time and they get in trouble for it. And I said it earlier, and he was like, look, I keep trying to get them to stop saying that, so you going around saying idiot isn't helping them to stop saying idiot. So I definitely don't say that because I don't want them to say that, like go to school and say that, and all that's not one that comes out of my mouth.
And I'm sorry, Ken, you're right, that word is never necessary. You're absolutely right, 100%. So I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. It's just I'm kind of like ghetto / you know what I mean? Like, you know, this uppity girl.
It's really important for you to notice that obviously it's offensive to, like, you know, like, yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Hey, I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm a human.
The problem I have is, I don't know. I don't like to go into those type of things. So I'm not even going to go into it.
I know. Yeah, let's curve this. Let's go the other way. Let's curve it.
Let me show Mindy's community tab real quick, because I feel like probably not everyone has seen that, and I feel like everyone should see that. Some of it I feel like we're not going to read because it's disgusting, and probably everyone that hasn't reported it, I'm surprised. I'm not going to say to go because you're not supposed to do that, but like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, it's like aggressively like vulgar.
See, that's why I'm not in the chat, because it's really aggressive, and I'm just, you know, hi everybody, you know what I mean? I have no ill will towards anybody except for a few people.
The thing that the messages that she posted from you to Jason, people shouldn't have to read on
Absolutely.
YouTube.
But look, I was
that
in a
relationship. All I was saying, like, is that the fact that she's posting that shit on her community tab, like, that's not against all fucking violate every fucking thing. Like,
I think it's funny how it flipped. It was like, oh, okay, you wanted to show something.
Yeah, no, it's not show at all what she wanted it to.
Right. And I can message him that because guess what? I was in a relationship with him for 1.5 years. Okay? Switch. Bitch, you like swooped in. You're like number 3. I don't know. You know? I'm number 1, Jessica's 2, and you're 3. So how do I taste? I don't know.
I'm going to take us off real quick.
Come on. I had some good ones, dude. I really do.
Okay, so here was this, which I guess that was supposed to make you mad because she posted a picture of him, like,
oh, what is up with the sunglasses?
Everything they do is for attention. So
is he wearing like sunglasses and hat? Like, I don't get it. Like, that's not the person that I met. This is not the person I met. Like, who are you? What are you trying to do here? What is that?
He's clearly growing the beard for Mindy.
Oh.
When she left, he immediately shaved it and posted a video.
Mindy had said to me personally on the phone, she cannot stand his face. She cannot stand his fat. She's like, ew, ew, ew. So it's like, I don't understand what all of this is about.
Honest, I brought this up before she went there, or maybe right after she got there. But she had told, I believe even me, but several other, like, I know she's told multiple people that she didn't, that she was afraid he would force himself on her. So the fact that she said that before it was accused of happening, to me spoke a lot because she felt that it would happen. But then supposedly she said that she blamed herself because she led him on.
She told me that. She blames herself.
So,
I told her what happened. I told her what happened to me.
So why is she willing to go back?
Right.
To prove her point, which is what, because they proved their point already, I promise, and it was not the point they were trying to prove.
I just don't understand that mindset. Like, why? There's no way you can't pay me $1 million.
Okay, so I feel like we don't really have to talk about the text messages, or maybe we should the one because I feel like he kind of outed himself in that one. So what do y'all think about that?
Look, I don't know if he was talking about drugs, but I took it as he didn't have any movement for a car or a way to get me there. I don't know.
No,
I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Everybody else took it as he was saying he has no. He has nothing coming. He has nothing currently. He has nothing currently and nothing going to be coming anytime soon.
I have no clue. Maybe. I don't. Take it as you will.
So that's what we're gonna take from this. And then I feel like I don't know. Some of these comments are pretty funny and crazy. And which one is the one, man? That one fucking comment.
Well, I do really want,
wasn't it?
Wait. The picture that was posted with me having my black face. I do want to get that out. That I want to say it happened at a bar. I went to the bar. I did
clarify that in case you didn't hear me. I did clarify that was not done by Jason, and that's why I did take the picture.
Bar. This is what happened. I went to the bar. I was having a blast. I was drunk. There was a girl that kept looking at my backpack the Coach backpack Jason got me, and I said, "Bitch, you're not my parrot. Get the fuck off my shoulder." And she said, "What?" And I went to walk outside, and I got jumped by 5 girls. Because she was staring at my backpack the whole night. Like, I don't know, it's like a $3,000 fucking Dora the Explorer backpack he got me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like walking around like, do. He probably had some fucking type of machine in there following me or something. I don't fucking know.
So when you left him, did he let you keep everything or did he take it back from you?
He was giving me presents while he was with Jessica. He would drop off me and he would come by me and give me these presents. You know, the purses, you know what I mean? Like the iPad. He gave that to me when we were hanging out in a motel.
I mean, this is the question. Kennergy wants to know if Mindy is the one that is pretending to be herself or do you think that's someone else? I think it's her. And because the mods can see when it's like people that have had accounts or whatever, right?
It's when you have been banned on one name and you come back on a different name. I mean, it will say that this account is related to a banned account.
I mean, you hear how she talks to people.
It sounds like her to me. I thought it was her.
Me too.
If not, it's somebody that's really good at pretending to be her.
Exactly.
But she tries to act like it's not her.
I know.
Like
she tries to act like she's there, which I know she does.
Yes. But
she
I
remember
personally think no way that
she
it
said
is
it.
not.
She said it wasn't her, but then when that account got banned, she was complaining why she got banned. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. These people are so unhinged that they just are playing. They're playing a part. It's like you're in a fucking Disney movie playing a part or some shit, like the villains. I don't get it.
Hi, DK. I'm trying.
Like, I don't get it.
I promise I was trying to like address people as they were coming in, but that.
And you want to talk
your
about
comments absolutely crack me
for y'all
up.
that missed it and didn't go back to the beginning for about about at least 5 minutes. We were all just talking, and I did not click go live, and we was all just like back there.
Hey, really quick, Amber, I want to give a shout out to all the people on Discord. So all the ladies on Discord and all the guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? Elastic dog, dude, I talked to that person. I talked to him seriously for an hour before I got on live. You know what I mean? And he called me now, which was awesome.
About it. So I'll be there eventually because I know some people. So
it's funny. It's funny that Jason, when he was in Discord, and Mindy, they didn't want me in there because they were talking shit about me.
No, because it was too cool for everyone. Like no one was allowed in there. The way that they made it was like no one's good enough. Literally, and they said.
Okay, well, I mean, I turned and I'm like, hey, can I do this? You know what I mean? And people are cool. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're the cool kids. Cool. That's the cool kids people.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's like, okay, if they're here, they give me advice, they lift me up, they help me out. You know what I mean? And it's cool. It's cool to have that positivity around you. You know what I mean? I need more of that. The positivity, because the negativity is just, it's too much. It's too much. I almost died.
I feel bad because people are like arguing in the chat, but I haven't been able to keep up with what's going on, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You're cutting out, Amanda.
I'm just we're all adults here. Oh shit! I'm right here.
Now we hear you. Now it's better.
Okay, sorry,
Oh, is she back? Oh yeah, there she is. Hold on.
It's been
because Tira inserted herself in it. Sorry, but that's just the truth. She kind of inserts herself in everything. Like literally, when she had Jason on her live, like cool, like you can't control the shit people say, but you like went with it too. Like you was talking about, oh yeah, she comes from India. Oh yeah, she wants to do that. Like everybody's gonna do all these. Like you put yourself in that.
So, she made fun of Amanda.
On it, to be honest, and then not only that, then she tried to. What y'all don't know is that they were threatening when Mindy first got back. They were threatening Mindy and Nicole into not talking about everything that had happened. So that's why Tira was.
Well, Ken just asked. Ken just asked if I've talked to Nicole. Look, let me say something about Nicole. Nicole was the first one I've ever talked to about this whole situation. She was the first one, and I was high on meth at my parents' house in the backyard. Nicole was the first one who helped me through. So I have no problem with Nicole. I have zero problem with her. None. She's she's sweet, she's nice.
I've never had any interaction or any problem with Nicole. I don't like. Nicole's not the one that threw me in some shit and tried to like. So I don't have an issue or any dealings with Nicole. I don't know nothing about Nicole, nothing. So
if she's sober, congratulations, and she's helping people out, congratulations. You know what I mean? Keep doing you, dude. Keep doing you. She's married. She's got a kid. Keep doing you, sweetheart. You know what I mean? I have zero problems with her.
We don't know what's going on in her personal life, and I don't watch her videos, so I can't. That's not what I'm just saying. And I really don't watch.
I mean, Mindy's going to end up hurting her. Is what's going to happen.
And putting my fucking name in her titles and pictures of my face all over her like thumbnails, and I'm just saying, and like shows like my pictures and laughs at me, and makes fun of me, but I'm not supposed to talk about her and my shit.
Right? No, you can.
Like I said earlier, you send for me, then I'm gonna come. So don't act surprised.
You guys, stop fighting in this damn chat. Stop fighting. You guys are getting me pumped up to where I'm like, Mindy, where the fuck are you at, bitch? Where are you at? Come on, let's do this.
No,
you know what I mean?
Well, they only showed up when you weren't here. You think they're watching though?
I don't give a fuck if they are. I have no ill feel. Like I don't care. Like whatever you guys will deal with your own karma. Like your own karma. If Mindy does come here, like after I beat her ass, dude, I will call the police and get her arrested. Like get her the fuck out of here. This is my property. This is my parents' property. You're not allowed to come on my parents' property and threaten us in any way. What the fuck? And then Jason wants to come here and meet my fucking dad. Not meet him, but talk to him. My dad weighs
Mindy is hiding behind the couch because some of him knocking. We have to talk about this real quick because I don't even know if you know about this. Did you know that Mindy got a knock on the door and she didn't answer it?
No.
Yes, like yesterday? Was it last night?
Oh, because somebody was coming over there.
Yeah, no, somebody in here knocked on the door.
Good for you.
She's hiding.
Good for you, dude. That's what's up. You know what? Knock, knock, bitch.
I said that bitch had balls.
Knock, knock, bitch. We're here.
You don't know what you're walking up to.
Yep. Knock, knock, sweetheart. It's time. You know, tables have turned.
She was probably hiding in a closet.
That's what they did to Reeves, and then now that's what they did to, like, except for she would have known this person. Well, I guess he didn't know. He knew them too, kind of, but not like, no. She would have known this person. This person knows her in real life, obviously.
Look, here's the thing. If they're dating, like, they can have each other. They can have each other. You know what I mean? You guys are perfect for each other. Go fucking run out from the sunset, dude. I don't care. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just know I've learned my lesson.
I really can see Mindy getting Jason arrested just so she could stay there and have free rent, free drugs, free, like, while he's gone, she can just, and like, that's why maybe
I don't think that would happen because, I guess Mindy got into it with Jason's cousin. And Jason's cousin is the one who's practically taking care of the house.
Oh.
So I don't really think that happened. But she got into it. And she got into it with Lisa. Her and Lisa almost fought. And I heard that face to face with Lisa. She almost fought her. But I didn't know why. I didn't know why.
So basically everything was fine within the trap house until Mindy got there. And then Mindy fought with everyone.
Yeah. Well, she thinks she's
surprised by that.
She thinks she's like the best thing. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. What's up here? I don't know. What's up? It's weird. And Jason is very, very controlling when it comes to his family. Everyone thinks that Jason's this big, badass, tough guy, blah, 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 blase, right? At the same time, he's not, dude. He is sweet, but at the same time, he will stick up for his family, like, to the death. To the death. Okay? And, like, him and his cousin almost got into it because, I guess, with Mindy. You know what I mean? And that wasn't going to happen. But I don't know, dude. I heard he, like, was fucking with her fucking luggage on the outside of his house. He's done that to me, too. He's threw all my shit out the front door. My dad's, on his way over, coming to save me and shit. And my shit's fucking all over the fucking place. All that shit's happened. It's like, there's just no need for the shit that's happened.
Why does he act like a teenager? What, is he just stuck in that mentality?
Well, I do know this. I was at home one time and, this guy, this was when he was smoking crack. This guy has a hammer across the street to his neighbor's house, screaming at him to let me out. He thought I was in fucking Jason's in the neighbors. He thought I was in the basement when I was at home. Wait, what? Yeah. Crazy, huh? We were driving down the street one time. He's taking me on high-speed chases from the police. He took me. We were a couple blocks away from my parents' house. We go into Walgreens. He was fucking with his Cash App card. We're half in the alley, half in the Walgreens, and all of a sudden, 5-0 fucking the lights pull up. Fucking narcs. Boop, 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 boop. This motherfucker's going down one-way streets, or busy streets, going down the wrong way. Gets to my alley, telling me, oh my God, there's the meth in there. Get the meth. I'm grabbing this whole fucking thing of fucking meth, and I'm hiding it behind my parents' house. You know what I mean? He takes off. My dad was out there with, you know what I mean? We got cameras everywhere. My dad's out there trying to help him take his license plate off. And I'm like, we're hiding the car. I'm hearing helicopters and shit, which that's on my shirt right now. She hears helicopters. That's where that comes from. But I'm telling you right now, that was on the news.
I want to read some of these comments in a minute that are on Mindy's, on Mindy's thing, because some of these comments are fucking funny. The fact that her comments have turned on her as bad as they have is pretty fucking hilarious. So I have it up on the screen real quick, and I have got to tell you some of these because I don't know if you've seen them. But one of them really made me laugh, and then I just read another one that really made me fucking laugh. When I saw this one last night, I laughed so fucking hard.
I know which one.
Let me hear it.
Yes. Okay. So the text messages that she posted that said whatever from you, somebody said whatever, the stuff that we were just talking about. Somebody said, why would you share texts that allude to Jason being out of supply at that time, but working on that, not changing soon? You're out to destroy this man, but are dressing it up like you are loyal. Wow. With friends like you. And then Jason says, no, that was Amanda threatening me for some drugs if I didn't do what she said.
Well, let me explain that. Wait, Amber, let me explain that.
No, hold
on. Go ahead. Amanda, hold on.
Go ahead. You can totally explain it because it keeps going. And people know. People see through it. Okay, so somebody said, people love to assume that could be about anything. And then someone says, you are so focused on vilifying Amanda that it's impairing both of your judgment. I'm referring to your reply. And then Jason said, don't understand what you're saying here, but I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Then someone says, the next time, make sure your intended receipts speak the same language, because all you are doing is letting Mindy red light you to the feds so that she can feel like she won some more, of which her target is forever changing. Then someone says, brother, you ruined your credibility so bad lately. Get off the internet with the two roaches. They're making you look like a duck. Then somebody says, look like an idiot. This is the best part. Let me get this right. Amanda was threatening you with a blowjob.
And let me clear this up. I do not give 5-hour blowjobs, dude. That was like 30 seconds for him, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, sweetheart, I do not know what the fuck you're talking about.
That was Kira and Mindy dragging you on that.
I think it's a little bit better, I thought, maybe.
Well, how do I taste? You know what I mean?
I said I just laughed so effing hard when I read this, and I never comment on any of that. Like, I commented on this because it was that fucking funny, okay? I never comment on Mindy's or anybody's shit, like, ever. So I said I just laughed so effing hard when I read this, and then she said, I can't see my original comment, so I assumed it was deleted. I'm glad you can see it, LOL. And then I told her, I said, click newest. So for everyone, click newest at the top if you don't see all the comments, like yours or anybody else's, because I didn't see it at first. Sometimes you got to click that, and it'll show you more than what actually shows. Yeah. And then somebody said, like, what the F is threatening in this message? That's the most pathetic response I've seen yet. Yep. And then somebody else said LMAO. And then your comments don't get deleted. Okay, there, I said that part. And then that's when you said it's all good. It just shows what kind of person she is. Yep. Like I said, I was in a long-term relationship, so me sending him something like that doesn't bother me. She just sold him out. Anyways, but those were there was one more too that I saw that was so fucking funny.
It's funny though, you know why? Because here, Jason did teach me how to give like the best blowjob ever. And if I was an asshole like them, I would take that shit and run with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, this one right here
says, my Cash App, bro. You want a blowjob? Come on over. Here, the back, back of my alley. Like, come on, dude.
So this Who's doing this? This comment's about Mindy. It says she's homeless again. She's just minding the business that might house her. And then it says Mindy, not Amanda.
Yeah.
So she's
see how it's flipped? But did you see how it's flipped now? It's flipped all over. It's like, you know what I mean? And I'm just sitting here watching it all, and I'm just like, oh my God, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, so I really wanted to get to the main one of where she admits that she. Hold on. See, here's another one where she basically says that it was basically the same thing. So here's where she tagged us yesterday and says, I sure did get high, and now I'm sober. I'm not on the internet because y'all are some weird MFs. I want no part of this weirdo shit, weird ass fuck. But yet you posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, right. And here, wait, hold on a second. I'll clarify that because Jason did tell me face to face that she did like an ounce at his house.
Yeah. Well, I don't doubt it.
So, come on now.
And she also admits right here that she just lies to everybody to see which part of the story gets around. So whoever still believes anything that she says after she admits that she gives,
it's disgusting what she's doing. It's like you're doing this for fun. Like, ew. Like, what? Go get a fucking hobby, dude. Go play some fucking softball or some shit. I don't know. Go hit things with a bat. I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ.
Did you see the dirty.com post, Amanda?
Yeah, I did. She's been doing this forever. She's been doing this forever, and it's like ill. Ill. So you're really good at this. Like, ill. But here I want to clarify something as well. I did fucking say that to Jason. You better get your fucking ass over here right now and give me a fucking bag, motherfucker, if you fucking know what's fucking good for you. Because Crit was in the Reddit and he was messaging me, knock knock. He was like,
I knew he was.
He was scaring the shit out of me, dude.
Me and like, how can I point at me and her both? We knew he was. We knew it was Crit.
And I was like, you motherfucker, dude, I said, he's in her house right now and he's doing this and you don't fucking know this? You motherfucker. I said, you better get over here. Because I had anxiety so bad. I said, you better get over here and give me fucking shit. Bro, because if not, I'm going fucking ham. I'm going ham. I swear to God I did. Yeah, absolutely I did. Yep, so that part is true. Which I'm not embarrassed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not.
It says, did you see her do? But you didn't see her when she was there, right?
No, I did not.
No, she hid from Amanda.
That I think I may have said wrong. You helped her leave there or you didn't? She tried to.
I did not. She was mad at me because I had her blocked.
Okay.
When she was able to call me, she wanted to call me for me to save her.
The airport, because I did find out too that she flew home because I wasn't sure about that part.
She did, and she told me that she barely made it through the airport. She was so goddamn fucked up and having withdrawal symptoms. And that's, you brought that up last night with the fentanyl thing.
Yeah.
With the fentanyl thing, let me tell you something right now. Okay, are you ready? Wait, Amber, be quiet. Are you ready for this? Because that's the first time I'm going to say this. I have a piece of what he gave me that night. Okay? I do. I'm going to test it. And if there's fentanyl in it, I'm going to the police. I have to. That's what killed my brother. Okay. And you're sending me home with this thinking he had it there. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he brought me to my dealer, but he had it there. He had it like ready for me. Like, and I knew it because I got home and I looked at it and I'm like, why does it look so yellow? What is wrong with this? And then I put it in a pipe. I put it in a pipe, and yes, I did. And it was like resin, bro. It was like resin, dude. It was chunky, and it was like, I'm like, and it didn't smell right. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So like, I literally like made it through that.
Oh, she said, look, Ashley said there's definitely fentanyl in it. Everything has fentanyl in it now.
Yeah, it's creepy.
But if she did as much as you're saying she did, then that's probably why.
She told me she was going to go to the hospital. She goes, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what's in it. I don't know. I think there is something in it. And somebody did tell me that, yeah, there was fentanyl in it. And she got it tested or something, or she got tested or something like that. And she dropped dirty for fentanyl. That's scary as shit. I'm sorry, that's scary as shit.
Just say like somebody like me that doesn't do that. Like I just told you, like, I don't even take my anxiety medicine.
Yeah, somebody said they're putting fentanyl in weed these days. They are. And when I want to come out with my story, like my stuff, I want to start talking about fentanyl awareness and real domestic violence and real ADHD and real anxiety and real, you know what I mean, getting off benzos, you know what I mean, because that was tough. You know what I mean, just real shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about these people. After tonight, I'm not going to talk about these people. I just want to be left alone. I want to move on with my life. It's been 3 years.
And I can really appreciate how you said to me that you don't really, because I know you've had a lot of problems with Jessica in the past, and I know that now you kind of see it from a different point of view.
Yeah, I do.
So I know that you kind of.
She went through some stuff. She did. She went through her own shit. She did.
Right. I mean, and I feel like I'm glad that you were able to like see that from like
Absolutely.
a more, like.
Absolutely. I mean, look, the girl knows how to talk. She can talk. She knows how to do lives. You know what I mean? She's really good at talking to people. Jessica's really good at talking to people. She really is. She's really good at that. I just wish it was all real. You know what I mean? I wish she didn't have to pay for her subs. You know what I mean? And like talk about real stuff. Look, when I was over there, I feel
like with people like her, I understand a little bit how she's really like, because I feel like she is awkward and uncomfortable in front of the camera. Like she doesn't come across that way, but I feel like it's because she's learned to put on like the
show. The show.
Well, what I'm saying is I feel like she's learned to put on that like mask or whatever when she gets in front of the camera to be that person and that persona. So I feel like she has had to do that because she's not, you can tell from her earlier videos, it took a long time for her to get from there to here.
Right.
And so I feel like I see that in a certain way.
I do too.
I'm not good with none of this at all.
Look, I hope her and Burner, I hope they last. I hope they're good. I hope they're really good. You know what I mean? Like what she says, I really hope that's true. Because just for the sake of those goddamn girls, and I don't mean to bring up kids. I don't mean to bring them up. But I had my own time with those girls. And those poor girls, when I knew them, they didn't even know who Mickey Mouse was. Okay? I was offended. I was like, your mother has all this money? And she can't even take you to Disney World? What? I was pissed.
They might know like hot dog, hot diggity dog.
No, they told me no. They did not know who Mickey Mouse was. They you know what? They were calling me TT. You know what I mean? I really got along with those girls, and those girls are awesome.
Stuff now that they are so overstimulated by all of it that they don't know the stuff that like you would.
Let me tell you something. Her oldest is not stupid. Her oldest understands. You know, her oldest.
No, everything. She's a little bit older too, though. I'm thinking like kind of like my younger one.
The older one watches the younger one. You know what I mean? The older one gets in all the trouble because of the younger one. You know what I mean? And it's really not fair to her. It's really not fair.
My older one's getting a lot of trouble because they mess a lot with my. I feel like I can see it from like so many sides. Because, that's literally what happened.
And then
like bullshit happened with me that day was my older kid was messing like literally, and so because I tried to like address my older kid for doing what he was doing to the younger one is why everything got flipped on me. So
and you got boys, right? You got boys.
But that's the thing is my 14-year-old is really big and my 6-year-old is really small. So,
yeah. And you got boys, right?
Yes, 5.
Boys are all different than girls. Boys are so different from girls. You know what I mean? It's really it's tough. It's tough. They all want to act tough and you know what I mean, be all fighting and all that. I commend you. It's a lot taking care of my kids.
But here's the thing is, and I say this and I think this all the time, that the older kid's dad has been in all the shit that he has. If I ever didn't do what I was supposed to do, like where would I don't have family or anything. Like I don't have anybody that
you're doing your best.
Care of him. And then his family was never Like,
and it's not okay for somebody to call
I literally
CPS.
have been until 10 years ago when I got in the relationship that I'm in now with my younger two kids' dad. Like, I was all they had, like, for real. And
well,
so,
you know what? Hold on though. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. It was not okay for Mindy to call CPS on you, okay? Because you are trying your damnedest to get through this, okay? Now, I will tell you something too. I was the one who called CPS on Jessica and Jason because you know what? They were smoking meth in that goddamn house with those kids in there.
I knew that, but listen to what you just said. And Jason.
Yeah.
So it was when Jason was also there. It wasn't.
That's when Mindy flew in. That's when Mindy flew in.
Were calling well, no, I guess a lot of the calling was kind of. But she made it like a lot of people that were on the internet was calling, and it wasn't. It was people that knew her more in real life. Like the one calls that we've all heard was Reese's dad. And so, like, you've admitted to it. And so.
Somebody said they can't hear it because it sounds like a tunnel or something. It's probably my connection. I mean, I don't have I have 5G and I have all 4 bars right now. You know, it's probably somebody in my shit trying to stop it. Who the fuck knows?
No, they said it's because we were talking over each other.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my ADHD, so I apologize. So I'll control myself.
The same thing. If I don't say something, it's gone.
It's like, damn, there's so much to go through though. You know what I mean? It's like, where do you start? Where do you, and I get that. But so like, we might have to do like a part 3. You know what I mean? Where yeah, I can send you, you know, some messages and you know what I mean? Some of that stuff and the stuff that I have in my phone.
That's the thing. And so you wanted to do it Wednesday and I had to work Wednesday. So I thought I would be able to be off in time, but I wasn't. There was a lot going on. I had to take the kids to go get their sports physicals for football because I have ADHD and I wait till the last minute and it was due the next day. So I had to do like all this stuff. And so then we were going to do it Thursday. And then when you said you weren't going to do it, I was like,
because I started getting panic attacks. I was having panic attacks.
And so I was like, and I haven't I slept for so many days because I felt so bad that then I had a hard time sleeping for a couple of days after that because I slept so much. And so that way, when you said you weren't doing it, I was like, I went to sleep and totally forgot.
Well, because look, I took myself and I went out to my guy's house. I took myself and I removed myself from this situation over here because if he would have came through, he would have came for me. He's not coming to my parents. You know what I mean? At least I thought. So I was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I want to go hang out and I want to go relax. He's got a pool.
So your dad wasn't there when he came?
My dad wasn't home, no. And I asked him to look at the cameras and he didn't see him coming because he said he came to my house.
Yeah, he admitted online.
Yeah. We don't want Mindy to be on this join the next time. I don't want her to be on this. I have nothing to say to her. I have nothing
I mean, obviously to me, I think it says a lot that she came last night when.
If she will come up with the truth.
Here, but she didn't come tonight when Amanda was here.
If she comes up with the truth, if she wants to tell the truth, that's different. We'll give her.
She wants to come tell the truth and stop trying to lie and cover for Jason and make Jason look like the big teddy bear. Everybody like starts out wanting to pretend like he is, and then like spends all. Well,
you know what's creepy? This was creepy. The last time I was over there, you know, we're cuddling. You know what I mean? We were cuddling, and he was like rubbing my leg, and I'm rubbing his back. And when he sits up, you know, he's got that. I don't know if it's carpal tunnel. He's got something going on with his hands. He does. And when he sits up, he's like, dude, his body is starting to shut down on him. And it's sad to watch.
It's probably from all the years in prison.
No, he does this. He does this.
Especially if everyone's like, he obviously is like a sexual deviant.
Yeah.
Well, I've also seen, isn't that like a perma tweak though? Like when you, like he fidgets from it's so many years of consistent drug use that you fidget.
It works for him when he's been at it for like a day. Not when it's like day 6. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on. They're all tripping on each other now. They're all tripping. You know, they're this one, this, and they can't keep it all together because here's me coming out with like, hey, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to tell the truth. I don't give a shit. Yeah, was I using? Yes. You know what I mean? Did I do this? Yes. You know what I mean? And I have fought him myself. Like a fucking man. I have hit that motherfucker in his face.
He don't chalk people though. He don't chalk people and he don't spank them.
Right.
No, he said that. Did you see that in his comments?
Well, I'm on it. Yeah.
Comments on the stuff that she posted yesterday. He said that in one of the comments. He said, I don't chalk and I don't spank.
He doesn't. But I used to ride him and blow that shit wherever, you know, he wanted me to blow it on his thing. It was like, ew, aren't you worried it's going to fall off? I don't know. What's wrong? What's going on there? What? I don't know. But look I'll be honest. I'm honest. I'm an honest person now. I knew all this at the time, but it was just.
Sometimes too honest. I get that too. That's what I said about like when I share all the text messages and stuff. I like make sure what I want to be seen is in there. And I don't always like
I didn't
repeat
know
what I
everybody.
said, and I'll probably make myself look so stupid because I don't care. I'm trying to prove a point here, and I don't care what I said. And I know that when
the only reason
I didn't care if anybody was going to see it, or I wouldn't have said it.
Somebody just commented, Jason claiming that he's not so bad in bed. Oh, I can't talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweetheart. He's so cute. But I will say something.
He's been sitting over here watching. We have an Alexa, like one with the screen thing over here, and he's been sitting over there watching her. Let me tell you how smart he is. He has realized that because the older kids will come in here and say, "Alexa, go home," or they'll say stuff to make her go off. So he has pushed he's 4, okay, and he has started to push the button on the top so that you can't talk to it. So that way they can't come in here and go home.
That's so cute. I love that age though.
If I ever say it doesn't like do anything.
Yeah, at that age, they're awesome. 4 years old, they're awesome. They're mommy everything. You know what I mean? It's awesome. But I will say something. Somebody's talking about how Jason claims that he's not so bad in bed and blah, 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 blah. Look, the only reason he's not bad in bed is because he has a fucking piercing in his penis. Okay? And it's a heart. So sorry about that. But yes, it's a heart. And that's the only reason. So that's all.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say out of respect.
Honest. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said, I was about to say that and I saw him. Oh no.
I can attest. I can attest to that.
Yeah. Make somebody feel some way. I don't know. Maybe I got attached to that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
just gonna shut up.
Sexual manipulation.
Listen to me. I'm like, it does feel good though.
Anyway, somebody said yuck.
I know. I just seen that. I was like, thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. No.
That's not what I meant. I just meant that makes a really big difference.
Yes. A huge difference.
And so.
Yes, the domino heart.
I was just saying that. I don't think that means the domino. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think he got that in prison. There's bugs. I think he got that in prison.
Yeah, they do. They do.
What? A long time. Wait, it took me a long time to figure out his tattoos. Because his body is a puzzle. And I'm like, what?
Oh my God, take them. I think Berner claims to have had one and took it out.
Oh God. Yeah, right.
Why would you do that though? Why would you go through that pain and then go through that pain?
I don't know.
She said, oh my gosh, sorry, that was really
like I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it either.
It is a marble. It's not a piercing, it's a marble. And they they pierce the skin and lift it up and they shape it into a shape. They pierce the skin, lift it up, put it in there, and then let it heal.
Look at a lot of guys have them, girl. That's not a
prison. That's weird. That should tell you something.
Well, here somebody just said, wait, a lot of guys have them, girl. Find a guy that has one that's not a shithead.
I don't know. The one that I knew was he was a shithead. And it's not Mike's husband, so I should say that.
Somebody said maybe he's got a yellow peep down there. Oh my God.
Oh, yellow peep.
Yeah, this is hilarious. I don't know.
Maybe you should have never been propped up in the first place. People who did need to do some serious thinking how you could fall for that. So to be honest, I don't know. I feel like it's people on the internet, so they don't really know the backstory. So I feel like it's easy to believe somebody that you don't really know. I feel like now knowing a lot of the things that we know, it would be easy to see. But because a lot of people, I didn't know her before the Jessica stuff. I didn't know her. That's like Tira, like people saying with Tira that she's probably in the hospital because I guess that she had been 20 times in like 2 years or something. I guess I heard somebody say that she just does that when I never knew that.
Wow.
So that would not have been.
Well, I definitely would want to hang out in a psych ward just to get some food because that place is fucking crazy. I've been there.
What's weird is that the last thing that she posted.
I was in there when my brother died. I swear to God, my roommate was drawing a cheetah on the wall eating something, right? And I go, listen, you fucking. I said, you come 2 feet near me, 2 feet. And that thing that Cheaty's eating on the wall, that's going to be you, bro. I'm not joking. You do not come near me. You are sick and you're fucking crazy. But there's people that are like so sick that they're smart. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like I think Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like really like? I mean, that's what I think is like Girl Interrupted. Because there was some, like the girl that kept the chickens under her bed. Like I feel like there's like weirdos, like different kind of weirdos.
This is how crazy it is. Because the last day I was there, this kid goes, come on, let's go play let's go play some card game. I was like, all right, cool. So we go and play the card game, and he goes, make 3 wishes. I'm like, okay. Number 1, that I get out, they're going to call my name in 5 minutes. Number 2, that I'm going to get home on the bus because they gave me a bus pass to get home after being locked in a room for 5 days. Number 3, you know what I mean? I hope my parents are okay. And I shit you not, 2 minutes later, they called my name, bro. And then on the bus, it was the most torturing thing I've ever, it was like I had to learn how to walk again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Christine. She said my mom died in a nut worm.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I mean, it's a place that if you need to be in there, you need to be in there. And if you don't, it's a 5-day hold. You know what I mean? It's a 5-day hold. And you have to tell them right when you go in because you have to, you know what I mean? They'll keep you there forever.
Les, I really want to read this because I feel like it's important. She said, I sadly knew Mindy's ways. I never would have put myself in a situation with someone on the internet to get hurt by her. But I had a heart for her when on a couple of lives she got vulnerable and I saw the real her. So I feel like that was my part is because
I feel her
like
too.
She got like that with me through text messages, even though she tried to make it look like something else to everyone else.
Me
so
too.
Obviously I showed where she talked about one day that she felt when her medications she was having problems, where she said, well, I feel like I was about to have to go check myself into a whatever, or I was gonna like
yeah.
Like, I don't care what I say, I'm just saying, but then you want to flip that on me when I say I was feeling that way. Obviously that was the way that we like talk to each other. You get what I'm saying? And so that's the thing is she lets you see that part of her a little bit, so that way you like feel sorry for her enough to like tell her all your shit so she can flip it on you like when things get like this.
Correct. Somebody said, Amanda, let Amber speak too. I will. I keep saying I'm jumping in. It's because I'm not on my ADHD medication, but I have my appointment.
It's okay. It's okay. I think you were gonna like say the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. I know where you're coming from.
It's the same thing to you, right? She's like pretty much like gave you the little pieces of like to make you feel sorry for her and send her money and like the pity parties and all the things. And so it's easy to feel sorry for somebody when they're.
You're right.
Even though you see them get on there and cuss people out and talk shit to people and do the things that they're doing, like behind the scenes, like they're showing you that, and she does that with a lot of people, and then she tries to turn it on them. Well, I talked to so many people, yeah, because they're all putting money in your pocket, duh.
Yeah. Well, I did. I had a couple people get a hold of me and ask me if they were using them for money, and I said, look, I don't know what they're doing. If they are, I'm sorry. With this cash app.
Melissa said, I feel like her grandfather knew she was a snake in the story he told her. Like he was trying to tell her, like.
I remember that. Yep, I remember that. Yeah, it's crazy. But, just everybody beware because there are people out there like this. You know what I mean? Like what I went through, I wouldn't want anybody to go through. And I'm so glad that I'm strong enough to come out here and talk.
I feel like a lot of us have been in, and I feel like that's why so many people like sympathize with you, is because I feel like a lot of us have been in at one point in our lives a relationship similar, where we make excuses and we think we can like save them, and like we think that we're different and it's gonna be different, and like we believe all the shit they tell us, and especially Jason and Mindy are one and the same. You get what I'm saying? And so they were both using you and at the same time and together. So they were both like, playing their version of chess or Connect Four or Connect the Dots or whatever the fuck they were playing, but they were doing it together at the same time. Like, so it was even harder for you to kind of like, when they're both doing it.
Because they wanted me to be all over the place. They wanted that.
I think their game was as soon as people started listening to you, they both wanted to friend you to shut you up.
Yep, absolutely. I agree 1,000,000%. Yep. And I think it's pretty funny that, you know what, I want to say to Amber, I really am sorry for like the things that I've done in the past. You know what I mean? Because you're a solid person. You know what I mean?
Well,
I have your issue. Who doesn't?
I knew at the time that I told you, stop telling them stuff, whatever. So I already knew going into it. But that's the thing with me. And what I said, that I don't know if people really heard me say, is I'm not going to say anything that I care if anybody else sees. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that at any point in time, anything that I say, whether it's on the phone to you, could be recorded, or in a text message to you can be screenshotted. So I'm never going to say anything that I care that other people see ever. Like, like I said earlier, sometimes I say too much and I shouldn't like be as open as I am about things. Like when I called Mindy that day, upset and about the situation, she flipped that and made it into something else. Obviously, I wasn't thinking that at the time. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I say too much sometimes, and I shouldn't. And I should have known not to. That she was definitely not the one to call in that situation.
But this is the first time I've had to deal with people taking screenshots of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This is my first rodeo with this one.
Oh, I'm the screenshot queen, so I already know it. I already know that if I don't want nobody to see it, don't fucking say it.
Right. And after this, I might be posting a lot more of my screenshots. I don't know. I don't know what he has. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as I'm coming out with the truth and just like, and that's why it's like talk over you, because it's like it's the first time that I'm trying to get this out. You know what I mean? Like
it's also never okay to, like, the whole thing started because Jason sent, after arguing with Amber, he sent her address and social security number. Like, who would not take, if my own family did that to me, I would consider that a threat.
That maybe they do have my information. That's all that thinks. That's all that makes me think.
No, if they have your ID and all of that, they literally can, like, because you can do so many things online now, you don't even have to go in person. That's scary.
Well, I just got something the other day.
All of it. Especially the type of people they are. Because
Ticketmaster, Amber. I got a letter from Ticketmaster saying that, you know, my information's been used. And then I also have an address that's hooked up to my Chase account. There's 2 addresses hooked up to my Chase account. So I want to go over there and see what, and it's not far from Jason's house. So I don't know. You know what I mean? That'll all come out. Everything will come out eventually.
You can put in your credit. You can pull your own credit report, and that LexisNexis will pull anything that has used your security, your social security number, and see what all your information's been used.
Hey, can I say something about LexisNexis real quick? Since are we supposed to talk about that, or I don't know what we're supposed to talk about and what we're not?
I'd wait on that one.
Yeah, well, because that's not what it was. So that's what I was wondering, is if we ever found out if, like, because we thought that that's what was being used to look up our information, and I think do we think that was a lie, that's not what it?
I'm pretty sure that was a lie. Well, will have to be another time to get more information on it.
Well, remind me to ask you about that later, because I have forgotten about that part of it, and yeah, just remind me.
Yeah. That's why we do the part 3. You know what I mean? Just in case.
Yeah. No, seriously. Because I feel like we just need to be a little bit better prepared for, like, screenshots of things to, like, show the proofs of certain things, because we can say whatever, but to like actually show that the things were said, like, by the people, I feel like we probably should have to, like, do that.
Proof is pudding. Absolutely, without a doubt. Yep.
The proof is in the pudding. That's one of the people I read it.
Proof is in the pudding. My daddy came from Mississippi. You know what I mean? So we're kind of hillbilly, and I'm Italian. You know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, it is what it is.
I guess I don't sound like I'm from Texas, right? Because I know a lot of people.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do I sound like a northerner?
Yeah, to me, like, I don't know, but I don't know. I hear the difference. That's why I was saying to somebody the other day that when I hear people talk from somewhere else, sometimes, like, it's annoying a little bit, because it's like, dang, like, why you say words different than I do? Everybody uses, like, I say y'all like, obviously all the time, and now I do it to be funny.
Well, y'all now, you hear? You know?
So like, my kids will do, like, because I used to go live on Facebook and stuff all the time, and I'd be like, hey y'all, like, for my work stuff. Anyways, and so my kids would, like, jump in the back and be like, hey y'all.
Look, somebody said like, I have a strong voice because I've been through so much. And now, honestly, what I feel like it's like my body's like Jello, like, okay, now I need to worry about any, like, backlash. You know what I mean? That's what I have to worry about. Jason, like, coming out with his backlash shit, and he better stay away from me. He's not welcome. You are not welcome, Jason. If you can hear this,
you said I'm from New York, and I say y'all because I've lived in Florida too long.
Oh.
Because, like, people from New York, I guess they say, like, Ewans and what are the different forms? Like, I know Ewans is one from the north, right?
Well, I mean, we say you all. You know what I mean? It's not y'all. It's you all.
Because I know Tracy says Ewans because it's really good on my nerves.
Tracy's cool. You know what I mean? Tracy's sweet. You know, I talked to Tracy a few times on the phone. She's sweet. She's really sweet.
So that's one thing I was going to say a while ago. Is, like, I'm not going to talk about or get into that a lot, but I did want to bring up something with Jason, because I do know that one thing that because of the stuff that, like, her charges in her past, I think he thought that he could use her to do some illegal things.
Yep.
And so I feel like that's why she kind of, which I mean, I'm not gonna speak on her a lot because that's for her and whatever. But I did want to say because we were talking about something a while ago and that made me think of this, and now it went with what we were talking about, and now it doesn't really. But I did want to pick it up, and so now I don't even know what it was about. It was about something that Jason had did, and it made me think of like fraud stuff. Oh, our stuff, having our information and all that. That's what made me think of it. So I think he could use her to do things like that, and then now he has everybody, like all these people's stuff. That's crazy.
Right. Well, I mean, look at the situation. I mean, I'm surprised you can handle this as well as you are handling it. You know what I mean? Because being on the outside, not having it go through your real life,
it's hard. If I didn't have her,
it's insane. Like this, you can't
write this. Her to let me know through a lot of this stuff really early on that it wasn't just me being crazy. I don't know that I would have been like Yuns. She said Yuns. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, use or you all.
Yeah. And you guys, I think that's one too, right?
Yep.
You guys?
Yep. I'm over here chain smoking cigarettes because I'm sorry. I'm detoxing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm getting off. I'm you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I started to try Xanax again, and I don't know what the hell was going on in my system. But I'm like,
look, I want to say something. A lot of people don't know about this. Have you ever taken extended release?
The Adderall?
No.
No, you know what? I'm on something right now that's an anxiety medication. I forgot the name of it. It's an anxiety medication.
The reason I'm going to say this is because before I had my doctor switch me to Valium is what she has me take now, which I never take it, and I probably should. But like I said earlier, I'm too scared that I would have to try to withdraw from it. Like,
you would.
So I don't want to have to deal with that.
It's a benzo.
So I just deal with this instead. But anyways, before this, she had me taking Xanax extended release. And so I've brought that up to like a lot of people in conversation, and so many people don't know that they have an extended release. And I feel like it would make a big difference in so many people, like, because it has such a different effect. Because I couldn't really take the other ones. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's too strong, too fast, especially knowing now with my DNA stuff that I have going on. A lot of medications I have to take in smaller doses because it's too much for me.
Can I tell you?
And so the extended release only gives you a little bit at a time. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like a lot of people that have had problems with that in the past, it would probably be a good option if that's something that they were looking at. But a lot of people don't know that it even exists.
I will get the name of what I'm on, but it's an anxiety medication that is non-addictive. And I've actually been up to like 38 milligrams of Klonopin before. So like I've literally almost died quite a few times on that. It's extended release is what it is. That's exactly what it is. But it's scary. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking I'm getting back on Xanax, and I'm like, oh my God. So that's what happened the other day is I was starting to have panic attacks over all of it. So I just had to breathe myself through it and get off of it. And I'm off of it now. Yeah. Detoxing is horrible. Horrible. I've never tried, you know what I mean? I've never tried heroin. I've never, you know what I mean? I think I would like it too much, to be honest with you.
Les and Sammy, Bam, I see y'all talking about. Well, so we're just kind of talking a little bit today. We didn't have, so there's so many screenshots and stuff that like we could show, but it's like hard to know what to like really show right now because it wasn't really, I didn't know that she was for sure going to come up with me. So that was my plan at first,
right?
To just show a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Was just to show a bunch of stuff. He's saying, hey, y'all, now every time he walks by because that's such a look up. So anyways, that's the 6-year-old. He thinks he's funny too.
I did. Well, I went on, I was on Discord, you know what I mean? And they're like, you really need to come out and be on live with her and do this. And I'm like, you know what? I was, I'll be in the chat. But you know what? I really started thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? Absolutely. It's time. It's time. You know what I mean? It's time.
Yeah. So we're just going to try to get together like some of the proof of things instead of just like, so everybody doesn't just like have to take our word for everything and like,
right.
Whatever. Like obviously Amanda knows more because she's been there and around. I know a lot of things that birdies tell me things. They just like land right here. They're not parrots though, so don't confuse them.
Like, hey, parrot, get off my shoulder, bro.
So they like will whisper things into my ear, and so I just hope everybody knows that I'm not. Just because I know I have shown text messages from you and from Mindy and Jason, obviously because like I said with Tira earlier, if you send for me, then I'm gonna come, okay? But before that, like I'm not. I don't have any reason to throw anybody under the bus. There's a lot of things I could do and say that would get a lot of like things stirred up and whatever. I don't do that, and that's not what I'm here for at all. So I'm never gonna like out people for telling me things unless you put me in that situation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because that's never me and that's never my intention. So anybody that has ever told me anything and you worry that like, hey, like she may do what, like, don't do something that causes it. And then I'm not that person, I promise.
You know what,
like,
I will say? Where did Eldon
I even still protect people a lot of times when I shouldn't.
I really do. You remember Eldon?
Yeah.
I hope Eldon's okay, because honestly, I was talking to him on Messenger. You know what I mean? He's so sweet. He is very sweet, very nice, very kind. You know what I mean?
I think a few people have talked to him recently. I think he's been around in Tracy's videos and stuff. So I think he's.
I tried to message him today, and I got a response. I just want to make sure he's okay. You know what I mean? I need to make sure other people are okay, not just like.
I try to keep pointing to her down here. She can tell you more about it than I can.
Eldon was one of her Johns. Yes, one of her. He gave a lot of money.
That is
because I know this because
like around her or something.
Jason tried to get me to get a hold of Eldon to get money from Eldon. He tried to have me play him too.
Yeah. Wow.
That's bad. I feel bad for him because obviously he must not like have family or whatever around. You know.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything else, but that's just what. He's an older guy. Hey, if he wants titty pictures, give him. You know what I mean? He pays for that.
That makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I think we kind of thought that. I think we kind of,
Definitely.
Their own.
I guess he's playing skip the games.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Hey, you know what? In his own. That's fine.
He's giving the games, I guess. I don't know, but that was like a more in-person thing though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess it could work for either one.
I mean, I don't know. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Liz too, because she's been my rock through this whole thing. Huh. I forgot her name on the. She
said she was definitely sending Ellen nudes for cash.
Yeah.
Somebody said least shocking news. And then Kennergy said Eldon gave money to Mindy.
Yeah. And
Mindy's not the only one, but we'll just leave it at that.
She must be good at. Well. Oh, I can't go on and ask people for money. Like it's just, I think it's rude.
No, me too. I literally was just telling her last night because like there's just a lot going on. Like my car broke down. Like whatever. I could never. I'm not good at. If somebody says come to the store and you want something to drink, I will always say no, thank you, because I don't like.
Right.
It's uncomfortable.
I don't have a job right now, but I would help you out. I would do whatever I can to help you out because you've been cool with me. But like at the same time,
me too. But I'm not the person. That's the thing is I'm the one that will like. I only got $5, but you can have it. Get what I'm saying? But not like.
My back,
you know what I'm saying? But not. I will never ask anybody for anything. I'm the type of. I swear to God, if like everybody's going to get something to eat, I'll be like, no, I'm good. If I don't have no money, and like, but they'll eat in front of me, and I will let them because it's uncomfortable.
Hey, you know what? When I eat, we all eat. Okay, you know what? Seriously, that's just how I am. That's how I am. If we're gonna eat, I'm gonna eat. We're all gonna eat.
I just could never like be that type of person to ask, especially to ask people for money online, much less even in person, any of all the above. I just never.
Yep.
For one thing, you don't know what other people's situations are, and they are like me and you, and they're going to give you stuff when they don't have it to give you. You get what I'm saying? And especially when you're using it, like she uses it to gamble. So she's literally, I mean, not that that's the only thing, but that's the main thing. I mean. She sent me and I didn't even catch on to the fact that she had just won a bunch of money the night before Adam left, and she did the GoFundMe and all that. Like when I posted the text messages, somebody else caught on to it. I didn't even. Sometimes it doesn't register a click, but it was because obviously it was the next day and whatever had happened, and so I wasn't thinking back to that. You know what I mean? And so obviously I was going through a lot at that time myself.
But I want to throw out there
like
too.
$200. She sent me a text message, and the text message said she wanted. It was like enough to pay the rent.
Well, I know Jason's got
the GoFundMe and still got all the money sent to her for that.
Yeah, I know Jason got a computer and he got a phone from somebody. I know Pino is helping him out, and I hope Pino's watching this because you know what? Stop doing that because that's not where it's going. You know what I mean?
Well, another thing that was proven was that Mindy for sure. It's a guaranteed fact that she used the GoFundMe for the Botox and filler.
That's just sad.
I figured that she did because she kind of like outed herself a couple of times.
That's just sad. That's so sad. And I'm coming up.
You know, the Botox and she looks worse than when she started.
Yeah, that's just really
so she really wasted everybody's money. So.
Yeah. But you know what? Her karma is going to catch up to her. It's going to catch up to all of them.
It's called Jason, and his is called King.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
We're here for it. I wish I had some popcorn. I don't. I got a snack right here. I got some cream cheese and some graham crackers. If nobody else eats that and probably thinks I'm weird, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
You know what?
I gotta tell you a funny story real quick because I thought I was the best criminal in the world. I told her last night, I just have to tell y'all this. I got myself caught. So we got home last night. Everybody was passed out. I couldn't really sleep, and I was texting her, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go to Taco Bell.
Oh, I
was like, everyone's asleep, and so I kind of felt bad, like I'm gonna go get some food, and everyone's asleep, and so I was like, I swear to God, I said a message. I was like, you know what? I'm thinking of all this stuff that people would never think about. I just bitched at him for not backing in the driveway because I like to just pull straight out. So I need to make sure that I pull in, I don't back in. I need to make sure I move the seat back where it's supposed to be. I don't want nobody to know I went to Taco Bell and ate without nobody. Look, I did all this, and then I did the dumbest fucking shit. I hid my trash. I made sure I didn't leave nothing. I left my nacho package in the fucking car, right? And I moved the seat too far back. I parked too far over. So I just thought like I was gonna be such a good criminal and like do this like sneak maneuver, but I literally like snitched on myself by leaving the trash and like. But I literally told her. I went on and on. I was like, "She's so good at this. Like people don't think about this type of shit, and I know I need to pull straight in and don't back in." And I went on and on. And then today he comes in, he goes, "Who went to Taco Bell?" And I sit there and froze and stopped, and I was like, "What do I say?" So blame it on my mom. And the kids took my car in the middle of the night, and I just, anyways, it was just so funny. So I was like, "Yeah, y'all were all asleep. Did you want me to wake you up?" I mean, I thought about it because I did. I was like, "Should I wake him up and see does he want anything?" That's kind of weird, like waking him up to see if he wants some food. And then my 14-year-old, he liked some food, and he was like, "You could have woke me up." Like, and I was like, he's like, "I would have went with you," and I was like, "I bet you would have." But it was just so funny because I literally like thought I was gonna be like doing something.
Yeah, but you needed a mom moment. You know what I mean? You guys, you need that moment. You know what I mean? I remember my daughter was younger. By the way, my daughter's name is Alexa, and the machine. She goes, "Mom, how dare you call me Alexa?" And I'm like, "What?" I said, "Sweetheart, I had you when that machine was nowhere in sight. There was no phones, no machine. I had you when I was 21, sweetheart."
Right.
Okay. Sorry, Alexa, but you're greater than you realize because, hey, sweetheart, your mommy thought of something, and now then they came out with it. So, up yours.
That's like my oldest son. His name is Kalab, and so when you tell the phone or anything, it says Kalab. Not Caleb. It's supposed to be Caleb, and I was like, I'm gonna be different, and so it's Kalab. It never says his name right, like anything. And so the teachers and everybody, like nobody ever pronounced it right. And he's like, it's just Caleb. Like,
I want to throw a shout out to my daughter, by the way, too, because there was people making comments about her, and she's 21 and she's in college, and she's going for neonatal, which is the drug babies. So I did, and I raised her right.
Here's the thing. Like Mindy's daughter, your daughter, my oldest son, some of them like end up doing really well despite the fact that they went through like a lot of trauma very early on in life. My son's the same way. Like, so the situations that we went through being with his dad, he remembers the most, and he was in the most.
Yes.
Like he was there the longest. The other two were really little when we finally left. They were like 3 and 5, turning 3 and turning 5, like when we left. So the other one, he was born in 2004, and I left, and he was 8. He was about 8, and so he remembered that's 8 years of like his life that he was in that chaotic like.
And I'm surprised. She jumped the addiction part, which I'm like, yes, thank God. You know what I mean? Because with me and her dad, like it was just.
Well, see, so here's another thing is I feel like probably with Mindy's daughter as well as my oldest son, which I'm not trying to talk about kids, but this is a good thing. I'm not saying anything bad about her. That from Mindy having more kids, it probably made her realize she wanted to be more responsible and whatever if she wanted to do that. So with my oldest son, because I have, which this isn't really like a traumatic thing or any whatever, but because I have younger kids that he was older when I had them, like him and his fiance both, like her sister had a baby pretty young too or whatever. So she's been around. So anyways, what I'm saying is they both know that they're not really, probably don't ever want kids, but they're definitely not ready for kids right now, even though like,
I will say something. I mean, like, Mindy's kids.
I know that's my son's age that he was in school with. Almost all of them have kids already, and he just turned 20. And so I'm just really glad that he took the experience of me having like kids, like in making, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like kind of that's probably the same with her oldest daughter. Is like that's probably why she's doing so well. Is because
beautiful. She's stunning. Her kids are stunning. Her kids are fucking stunning. Her kids are stunning. They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. I mean, and hey, you know what? That's what it is. It's just we want our kids to be better than we were.
Somebody said, look at that creator, Trashly Ashley. Her face looks terrible. They're talking about all the money spent on Mindy's face to look the way that it is.
Hey, I got, I don't like saying, about other people's, what they look like and stuff because, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm glad I look the way I look and I'm 44. You know what I mean? I'm getting up there. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, it's probably all the stress and all the, you know what I mean? I have like a 6-pack right now just from all the, the bullshit and all the.
How did you say you're 44? Is that what you said?
44, yeah. 44. Gonna be 45.
You definitely look younger.
I've had no Botox. I've had nothing. I barely even wear makeup.
Well, but I feel like your face looks young because you haven't done anything to it.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like that's like I get all the time. People trip out because I have the kids that are as old as I do because my oldest son is 20 and I'm 39. I had to think. I'm 39, so I had him when I was 19. I got pregnant when I was 18 and had him when I was 19. And anyways, and so I'll be 40 in February. And I was literally just saying last night because I feel like you think that your 40s are gonna be like so bad and awful, but my 30s were so bad and awful. I'm like my 40s have got to be better.
Yeah. And imagine this, I was going through my 40s, I've been going through Jessica Kent stuff. You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask you. So like how you've been dealing with all this for what, like 3 years? 3
straight years, yes. 3 straight years. Yeah. Yep. I met her 3 years ago. And ever since I met her, it's been shit show.
Do you think if you would have met her without Jason in the picture, you guys would have gotten along?
No, she didn't like me from day one. No.
But if Jason wouldn't have been in the picture,
because she was talking to Jason and you didn't. You get what I'm saying? Because they had that relationship that nobody knew was going on behind the scenes. So of course she's not gonna like you because they had the relationship going on behind the scenes that nobody knew about.
But here, Jason, we were really good for the first 6 months. Jason really he got me an engagement ring and everything. She saw the happiness that we had.
I think he couldn't let her I mean, I feel like who knows what was going on between them. I feel like whatever was going on, there were like blinders on, but I feel like once he got out, like it just got worse. I mean, like I said, we don't know their as far as Jessica and Reese, we don't know their personal business. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you might know a little bit.
It was by Jason's house for a straight fucking year because you know what I mean, myself. So I knew he was, Jason got him, addicted more to stuff. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Well, that's what I think. I think though, when he got out and Jason showed him that they had been emailing, I feel like that's when shit really started to spiral and blow up. So I feel like Jason came out and caused the problems and then had to save her from the problem.
Exactly. He causes the issue and then it comes through. He swoops in like he's Superman. And
that's what made me really start to see it from a different point of view, though, is I started to really see that that's when things really like went left. Not that they were perfect before, because I'm sure they weren't. Like, I'm sure they had problems, but I feel like that's what caused it to go the way that it went.
Well, and you notice, Jason, when he talked about me, abusing me, he said that he never put any marks on me. Did you notice that? No.
Oh, yes.
No, we all noticed that.
It was slick.
He said that, not knowing he said that, and then they said, "Hey, that's literally what he said."
Yep. Bingo. Yeah.
And I've always said too, like I had a bad relationship before I met my husband, and I've always said I would rather be hit than emotionally abused.
Yeah, it's horrible. All of it at the same time.
So much worse when it's all of it.
Yep.
When they're doing all of it, because some of them do one, some of them do the other, and then some of them do it all.
Yep.
And Jason, I can tell, is the one that does it all. So he's like doing this, and then he's doing all this, and then he's doing some more of this, and then he's like trying to make you think it's all you and you deserve it, and it's your fault. And just like Mindy saying, she deserves it because she led him on.
Well, in the beginning, Jason told my dad, he literally told my dad, Amanda doesn't have to worry about what's in front of her because of who's behind her. And then he flipped it, and now we got to worry about him coming through wherever. I mean, I was getting people messaging me, and, that's why the girl's name is Bitch in there. I was getting death threats. Bitch, I'm going to come to your house at 5 p.m., and I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm sitting on my front porch at 5 p.m., and I'm like, where are you at? Where are you at? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Because of all the shit that's online. And then she said that her brother, apparently I dated her brother, and her brother like tried to commit suicide because of me. And I'm like, who the fuck is your brother?
Oh, I don't know where she went.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Oh,
yeah. I'll put her back up.
Wonder if her phone died.
I feel bad because I can't like read a lot of the chat, but it's hard when we're like going back and forth. So it's like hard to stop and like. So I've been clicking also because here's the thing. So I noticed. I don't know if anybody notices. Like I just been clicking a lot of the comments, even though I'm not like reading them. But it's really because once I noticed that the live chat takes so long to come up sometimes, I feel like if I at least
let me put my glasses on and check out the chat.
I feel like if I at least click it and make it go up here while people are having to wait on the live chat, they're at least.
And I don't want to ignore people in the chat. You know what I mean?
In the chat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to like think smart because it took a long time yesterday, and I still haven't even got because I missed a lot that happened in the chat yesterday with them being in there, and I was trying to catch it. It was going really fast.
I jumped at that. I'm like, really, dude? Really? You want to fucking jump in here and start talking shit, bro? Like, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I think at first when you saw them, you were like, fuck, what do I do? Because I could tell that you didn't say anything at first. And I was like, she's probably like, because they've been obviously threatening you. So you don't know what to say or what not to say. So I kind of felt like at first you were like, damn, do I say anything or do I not say anything? And then it took you a minute and you're like, fuck that.
Fuck right. I'm like, no, dude, you're not gonna dog me out over here. And you know, it's the worst when you're looking at your abuser and he's on camera and you're in the chat. It's so rough. And to have contact with an abuser, it's like, what the fuck was I doing to myself? Like I said, I'm mad at myself.
Listen, so it's a lot harder when they're in your face or they're down the road or you could see them somewhere out in public. Or it's a lot worse. So for me, I will say,
I'm like this. You know what I mean? I'm doing this all the time. Like,
to this day, the only reason I know for sure that I was able to get out of that situation was because he went to federal prison. That's literally the only thing that got me away from it. I don't know if I had left so many times. So how Jessica keeps posting the thing that says 7 times or whatever it says. 7 times you leave and then come back and whatever it says. So I had left and came back, left and came back and left it. Like I had done it so many times.
Yep,
that I don't know that I ever would have. I mean, I had left when he went to jail. I had left. And I think I was done at that point. But
wait, hold on. The pillow thing, people. The pillow thing happened. It's legit. Facts. He was on top of me with a pillow for on and off for a good 3 hours. I fought him for about 3 days. Before his friend Jason Bono had to come through because I called him and I said, "Listen, this guy is gonna kill me. You got to come here and save me." And he literally came through and he was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, dude, get me out of this house. Get me out of this house. So I finally, the cousin was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, wait a minute here. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, I'm sick of listening to you scream for your life. And I'm like, nobody came to that door not one time. All those people in that house did not come not one time, dude. You know what I told him? Amber, listen, I told this guy, I said, listen, you motherfucker, you're fat, you're bald, and you're ugly. You've been standing in Jason's kitchen since the fucking day that I moved in here snorting cocaine. And it sucks because you got to pay to get blowjobs, you fucking jagoff. Who the hell do you think you are? Get out of my house. I mean, what? What the fuck? So but Jason was good in the beginning. He was, you know what I mean? He was taking me on shopping sprees and all shit.
Was out in the yard telling me to be quiet or the neighbors are going to call the cops while I'm screaming. And he's like trying to throw stuff at me. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the neighbors are scared of him, to be honest with you.
The neighbors are and I'm like, I'm over here being like fucking like chased and traumatized, and you're worried about somebody calling the cops on him when he's like that makes sense, please, lady. Like, so
I think his neighbors are scared of him. I honestly.
But what it is most of the time those people are scared of them too.
Yeah.
So, like at some point somebody has to stop being scared, and like because if not one person is ever gonna stand up to anybody, then nobody's ever gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I feel like at some point. Like you're stronger together than.
And I do think I was used from the beginning. There was some type of alternative plan or something, but I feel like I was used from the beginning. He was probably cheating on me with prostitutes as well. You know what I mean? I'm sure. And it's sad. It's sad that like you're giving your all to somebody, like your all, and they're just. And you know what? I didn't come up with the psychosis reason. Somebody asked about that. I was going through a psychosis of meth. I was. Because I was out of my fucking mind. And that's when I did the psych wards. I was out of my mind.
Now
I
at this
ran away
point,
from a hospital
but
with
now
no
at this
shoes
point,
on.
you really don't know what you were being given at all. Now that we know,
Correct.
you may not be given the thing that you think that you're being given. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
at this point, you really don't know if what you were doing is even what you think you were doing, or if it was.
Correct.
Here, let's have a look at my shirt real quick because I'm gonna get off.
Here, yes, let's do the shirt.
Let's read it. Will you read it for me?
My boobs look huge. I don't know why.
It says, caution, toxic skincare from Korea or China. Dang, it keeps getting blurry. Same thing. May contain evil spirits. Oh man, it's getting blurry. Evil spirits and cause cult-like behavior. Poison. I made it.
Bro,
look,
you sound like
eyelashes.
Well, mine says like wackadoo and all, you know what I mean? I see helicopters and 89 police reports and you know what I mean? Like my fucking and wait, JK signature. I got JK signature on this. On top of that.
Nice.
Here guys, I'm selling it. I'm selling it for auction, okay? Here, I'll give it free. I can care less. You know, but this is like, if I want to take it to a lawyer, I can, because this is like, and Jason said he patented my face, that I can't go to a lawyer with it because he patented my face. I'm like, what the fuck?
Said what happened behind the scenes when Amber came out with your messages, that he did abuse you and made you lie.
He did. He wanted to come.
They're asking what happened. They're asking what happened when I posted it, and then they made you come back and say, they're asking what happened behind the scenes during that time.
Oh, I was addicted to Mindy. You know what I mean? I really believed her. I really was on her side.
No, I think what they mean though is, what were they saying to you? Like, how were they? How was that?
Stick up for Jason. Stick up for Jason. Oh my God, you did. I text message. I'll send it to you. Oh my God, you didn't stick up for him. And at the end, I'm like, no. What do you mean? I didn't stick up. I'm not sticking up for him no more.
So were they telling you what to say, or just telling you that you better do it?
We were trying to figure out how to cover some stuff up. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
I mean, I think that was kind of clear to people, but I feel like some people probably needed to hear that it was like being like fed to you what to say to like cover for the things that you had already said. So I think some people kind of wanted to clear that up, that they were kind of like feeding you what to say.
Correct, because I'm honest. I'm an honest person. That's just who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? It's just like, and after everything that's happened, it's like, this is too much. Is too much. Too much is too much. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't want to deal with those.
I'm about to get off in a minute too. I think it's almost 2 hours. I was just gonna let it go to that, and then I was just gonna end it because that's in like.
We've been on here.
We are going to try to schedule probably sometime next week when my kids are at school, because it'll be a lot easier. It's crazy that now I have no kids at home. I've always had 1 or 2 or like for a long time. And so now it's like crazy. I have like daytime to do stuff. Yeah. But then I've been like sick while they've been in school. So I've been like, literally, it's been a lot.
Out. Absolutely. You know what I mean? There be, part 3. You know, we kind of went off topic. That's fine.
Mia just made a comment that how they would berate Amanda over and over, and everyone in the chat would egg it on, like just like they did with Amber. Like they
because it's what it is because a lot of the same people are here now, and I'm giving here's my thought on this, and I know everyone's different and individuals like different situations. They've said different things, like different things have happened. But as far as me, like I'm blocking people and giving everybody the opportunity to be able to change their mind and see things from a different point of view. A lot of things have happened between then and now. And so I'm kind of trying to give everybody like the benefit of the doubt to see things like differently. I was in a different place, and it took a lot for me to get to where I'm at now. And I see things so differently now. So I'm just saying, like, people change their opinions, and I'm trying to give everybody a little bit of grace, I guess, with the things that have been said and whatever in the past. Right. And I mean, a lot of people, I do feel like, certain people apologies and like whatever, but that's to be handled, you know, like between those people, I feel like. So I don't want to, you know, especially do that on the live and in the chat. And so I've been trying to keep it.
Sorry to you about what I was doing to you. You know what I mean? Because I was bullying you as well. You know what I mean?
I don't think you were really in the right mind frame to see it in that way though. So that's why it's easier for me, I guess, to see that, because they were very much manipulating you like they were me, or well, she was. I can't say Jason because I saw through that shit quick, fast, and in a fucking hurry. And that's why the first phone call I was like, oh, my phone died. That's why he likes to say that. Well, she said my phone died. Yeah, because I was not trying to deal with that shit, and it took me about 5 seconds to realize. Like,
yeah. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
But I still, the way that things were flipped and the way that things were, like, literally, that was the main thing that they wanted to argue. I mean, wanted not to argue about. The main thing that they wanted me when all the thing first happened, they're like, oh, but the whole big picture. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about none of that. Like, are you serious? You're sitting here trying to make it like into all these things that it's not. You're trying to like twist all this shit to look how it's not. And I'm supposed to worry about how Jessica Kent looks.
Right.
So this is making her look like she's credible.
Right.
In
It
this
started with her. Correct. Right.
Clearly,
right.
all I feel like is a lot of people have more sympathy towards her now because they see.
Yeah.
What was being done to her. More
she was
than
getting
was
balled on that. She was getting hard. She got it hardcore. People came back, lashed at her fucking hardcore. They really did. And I've never really said anything once. You know what I mean? And it is weird too because she's never said anything to me. You know what I mean? In chats, in this, never commented on my page, never commented on shit. And I hope she's watching this because it's like, you know what, Jessica, you should have just given me a chance. You know, if you would have given me a chance, it would have worked out differently. You know, but it's to the point where it's just like, you know what? I just wish her happiness. I hope she's happy. That's all. I hope those kids are doing great.
I think even if she doesn't respond to you, because I think a lot of times, I'm going to be like pretty honest, because I know of a few people. I emailed her way back and said, I apologize, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then I still kept doing it. That was before I even became friends with Mindy and then went on that. But before that, I had when I got into it with all the people on Reddit, which was over the Olivia and certain other people, Tracy, all that stuff, for me defending Tracy or being her mod or whatever. A lot of people didn't like me for that. Yeah. Which I have experienced a lot of in my life. A lot of people not liking me because of somebody else or something someone else told them or whatever. So like that, I feel like never really bothered me because I'm used to that. But anyways, totally forgot where I was going with this.
Somebody asked really me and Jason are together, and I have no clue. I know that I'm pretty sure they're together, but I have no clue.
I think it's all, to be honest, I mean, maybe, I think that's what he wants. I think she is putting
he told me he was in love with her. He told me he was in love with her. Absolutely.
I think he feels one way. I don't think she does, but I think she's pretending to, because I think she thinks it hurts Jessica for one thing. I think she is trying to stick it to everybody else, including Amanda. I think it's fake on her end. I think he thinks he really feels some kind of way. But I think she's going to need a place to go at some point, and so she's trying to keep that in her back pocket. That's my opinion.
She's crazy for coming back. She's crazy. I'll say that. She's crazy for coming back. She's going to put herself back in that situation. I don't know. Good luck. Don't call me.
Somebody said, I think he's driving to pick her up. So that's another thing I said last night. I think it's pretty funny that the only reason she's not there yet is because neither one of them are going to afford to get her there. Neither one of them had shit. Like, obviously, they had to borrow a truck last time to go get her. Like, whoever's truck they drove down there. And I'm sure, I have a feeling that was somebody, maybe like Crit knew or somebody. I don't know.
Wait, let me say something too. Do you know that whole motorcycle situation?
Yeah.
Well, I know that's true because he picked me up on it.
I kind of always thought it was.
So where's it at now?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh, I'm sure when they sent somebody looking for it at the neighbor's house, I'm sure it was long gone after that. Or maybe even before that.
It's not my business. I just know that, you know what? Yeah. He picked me up on it. Yep. And it's on my mom's camera. So if he wants to come through and start some shit.
Oh, that's what I was saying, though. Okay, hold on. Let me say that, because that's what I was going to say. I feel like if you feel like you owe her an apology at whatever time, like that's up to you to feel like, I'm talking about Jessica, that's up to you to feel like you could do. I do know that a lot of people, including myself, way back in the day, that's what I was saying, is I did apologize at one point to her, but I have never since then, because I feel like I feel like she doesn't take it like seriously, or just doesn't care, or doesn't want to be seen as weak for accepting your apology, or I don't know what her stance is on it. I just thought that she doesn't respond to the apologies when people do give them to her. So, I mean, it's, if you want to and it will make you feel better, then go right ahead. I just don't want you to expect to get anything back from it, because you probably won't.
She owes me one. I don't care. I'm not holding a grudge. I don't care. I just want, like I said, with Crit, by the way, I talked to Crit the night I was there about 3 weeks ago. He did kick Crit out of the house. I don't know exactly for what. I know Crit was, he was messaging me and he was bombarding me on Reddit. I don't know if that's why or what the hell was going on, but I did talk to Crit.
We did read a message from him that was sent today. So on what he says is the reason. So when we're done, if you want to go start back, because I know a lot of people probably came in late and didn't start from the beginning. So we did talk about that, and I did put up that. So that will be on the screen, and I did read it just in case people can't read it. And so I did say, too, I've been clicking a lot of the things because it takes a really long time sometimes for the live chat to come up. So I wanted people when they're watching it back to not have to wait until.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch it back, and I'm going to see the comments and stuff. And then whoever wants to comment on your other side, you know what I mean, on your other their area, whatever, go ahead, comment, and I'll answer any questions that anybody has.
And there's also anybody that's not in the Reddit. There's a lot of information that you can see on there. Like they're.
And at this point, I feel like everybody's pretty friendly on there. I know that there's been a lot of beef before. Really, I think it was just in the OG Jessica's. Like, I had problems there. A lot of people had problems in that Reddit. And I know we don't talk about the people that were in charge of that one and whatever, but I felt like that had a lot to do with why people were always going back and forth. But I feel like we don't have any of that in this one. And it's not like they make it like people are on there 24/7, just going and go. Like literally, sometimes there will be like days without anybody even posting it. It just really depends on what's going on.
Right.
And, like,
I on there today. I started commenting on stuff today, and I made a whole Amanda thing, and I kind of, and you could tell with the comments like from before, the stuff that like I was supposedly saying before, which I think it was other people talking for me. They didn't know how to spell. You know, you could tell that I'm pretty good with that. You know what I mean? And I just basically.
Well, but here's the thing: is so you, because of your ADHD and you not being on medication, you do like my stories go, and you go here to here to here to here, and so sometimes it's hard to follow when you do like post stuff on there, and so sometimes it can look like maybe you're using. I'm just gonna be honest that's probably what people feel like, but I want you to be able to clear up that it's this and not that. Yes, or are you bipolar or not? Because I thought I thought that, but I don't want it.
I have both. Yes.
Okay. So then sometimes I feel like it's hard also to tell if you're like having like a manic episode or if you're using from anybody that is bipolar and that whatever. And so I did want to kind of clear that up too, because sometimes it may seem that way. Yeah. Because I know from people like my cousin, she's like bipolar and she like goes through times of, and it's hard sometimes to tell the difference. So
yeah, absolutely.
And also the creator of the Reddit are people that, and a few of the mods are people that know Mindy in real life from many years ago. So it's not just
that know her from like the streets, like from more current day, and then there's at least one that knows her from like school. So that's why that person knows the person that she's with right now, that guy that she's with right now, because she knows him from school. So one of the people in the Reddit knows that guy too that she's with now.
And there's over 500 people there for a reason. Like it's not just
correct.
And it grew kind of fast, to be honest. I'm just saying, I barely just got to 500 subscribers on here, so it's like
I think I have like
all those things. I mean, I guess everybody has to be in the chat, but
yeah, I'm 245 or something. I'm like, okay, cool, you know.
But it takes sometimes forever. But that Reddit grew pretty quick. I feel like once she started like really showing recently, I feel like maybe really once kind of everything happened with me and them and whatever, that people were kind of being able to see that it was a little bit more than they thought that it was. Yeah. And so people kind of wanted to, and she keeps mentioning it. So just like Jessica used to send people to hers.
Yep.
That's like her tagging us yesterday and all her posts on her community posts. I'm like, all you're doing is making people come and watch and try to figure out what you're talking about.
I seen that. Well, just like talking about my blowjobs, and then all of a sudden she, gives Jason out. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, how'd that flip? You know what I mean? I didn't even do it.
That Reddit page in just the last few months, it's got over 440,000 views.
Oh wow. Damn. Well, the world knows, you know what I mean? And that's what makes me feel so good now, is because the world knows, like social media knows, and it feels tremendous. So thank you, Amber. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing is that's what she said to me last night. And she was like, well, if it wasn't for you, and I was like, no, it's not just me, because for one thing, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been able to be strong enough to get through it, because like I've literally had somebody that has seen it all happen and being able to talk but then there's also, like I told her, also a lot of these people that know Mindy in real life that have been being able to speak out on a lot of things and show the dirty.com stuff. And so there's other people, I feel like a good handful of people that have been really, really like helpful in being able to like help people to see what's really going on.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody, anybody who supported me, you know what I mean? Thank you guys. You guys, it means more to me than you guys know, like for real. Absolutely. I appreciate
I'm proud of you for finally speaking out and having the courage to speak your truth. You have no idea.
But I do want to say one thing quickly, because a lot of people did want to use me being not in a good place against me and say that I was doing it for attention and that I shouldn't use my mental health against people like that, and all of the things that were being said in that moment. I just wanted to clarify, like I've tried to say before and I showed before, that was kind of like how we talked when we were. She made me trust her enough to tell her that things, and the things that in the way that she made it like it was like that every day, all the time. It wasn't. It was like leading up to me starting my period every month. I would get like the few days before it would get that way. So it was like if I was talking to her for 3 months, it was probably like that for a couple of days out of each month. Do you get what I'm saying? And so it was like that, but she made me feel like it was okay to talk to her about that stuff and had told me, come to me when you're feeling like that, like more than one time. And so the fact that she tried to make it like I was like that every day like it wasn't at all. And so it was like whatever would go on with the fluctuations in my hormones, like would get to the point that I couldn't stand to be around my own self.
Right. I couldn't. Well, I was checking. So I was checking on that girl on a daily. I was checking on that girl every day.
Me too. I reached out and checked on her. I have so many little meme things of like, I think it's Taylor Swift or someone holding up the thing that says, "Are you okay?" And then one of Dory that's like bumping into things, talking about like whatever. Like I would send her things all the time, like our wellness check. It would be like, Shanae on Martin, she's knocking on the door. It was like the wellness check or whatever. I don't know. I would send her stuff all the time, checking on her, and then she tried to make it like, I don't know. Anyway,
I've talked to Amber for a few months now, like every single day, and we talk more about our lives and her kids and real life stuff. Like it's never like the drama, like that is minute compared to what we talk about.
Exactly. It should
be. And she's never like it.
Probably also never really like experienced maybe it because I have been on birth control for the last since all this stuff happened. It made me realize I really need to deal with the hormonal stuff.
Yep.
Because it's like I can't have no control over it. I don't want to feel like that anymore. That's not something I ever wanted to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't like the way it affects my kids. Like they've been through a lot in the past few years when I have been like that. So that's what made me finally start like. And the birth control is not a fun thing either. You have to adjust to that. I've already had to switch and have to adjust to it again. Like it's not fun either. And I have my tube sites, so I'm taking birth control. How weird it is that I'm having to take birth control, but it's literally like the only thing I know to do. And so
I commend you because I would never want to go through that. So I commend you. You've been doing good. You really have. And it's about, it's about picking people up. It
hasn't been the funnest situation, especially having to adjust because the first one I started was higher, like hormones, and then I started the next one. So basically, then you're having to adjust to the lower, and your body, it was a lot. So the first month, I feel like it was really, and now I'm going into the second month, so it's a lot.
Nice, good job, you got this.
I feel like we all do.
It's about
we just like all be more supportive and stop trying to be like. And that's the thing is people like Mindy are the type of people that like to tear other people down and don't want to see other people win.
Exactly.
And so that's the thing, like, I've realized a lot recently that you are like the people you put yourself around. And so I feel like not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to support you. And that's okay. But you have to like find the people that bring out the best in you and not the worst in you. And sometimes, I mean, it's hard to do that. But we all learn, I feel like. And we just all have to wake up today and be better. Or wake up tomorrow and be better than we were today.
Better. Yep. Absolutely. Pick people up instead of dropping them down. Yep.
There's too much hate in the world. There's way too much hate in the world. Like, there's no reason for everybody to just keep like.
Well, I want to see what happens after this. I want to see if I get any backlash from you know who. You know what I mean? That's what I'm.
You have support now.
You probably have all kinds of stuff on there that you don't even see.
Right, right. Because I could care less. It's
they're
like
probably cussing you out, talking about you're going to the dog cage.
It was like, yes, he's never put me in a dog cage. Let me clarify with that. He's never put me in a dog cage.
Somebody did say that you heard him say it before on the live.
Yeah, he did say it, and he also said that I should end up on the back of a milk carton.
You definitely.
I'm not the person that. I will fight to my death. Okay.
You definitely need to get that restraining order and start getting all that filed.
I'm doing it regardless.
I feel like you have enough proof to do it. Like, I feel like that's definitely not I feel like you definitely have enough proof, and you definitely probably have enough witnesses.
Well, God forbid something does happen. You know what I mean? They'll go straight to him. They'll go straight to her. Whatever. Go get them. I don't care. It's not, you know what I mean? I just want to be left alone. I want me and my family to get over this and finally and move on. You know how many times my dad's so sick of hearing Jason's name? He's like, stop talking about that motherfucker. The past couple days, he's like, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Your checklist is to block everyone and keep them blocked. Try to get on your medication and try to get some restraining orders. Those are your checklists. Those are your homework.
Everything will be done on Monday.
And all of everybody in Reddit, they're going to be asking you if you've been doing your homework.
Awesome. Awesome. I need to be checked on. Awesome. I mean, I'll throw my goddamn number out there. I don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't care. I just need support.
And here's the thing. Okay, so I really am about to get off, but I just do want to say that a lot of people that's been a lot of the things that a lot of people have wanted to say is these are just all a bunch of bored housewives and they have nothing to do and they don't have any really friends in real life. And that's the thing is I feel like that's probably a lot of people in here probably really don't have friends in real life because from personal experience, people suck and you don't really go a lot of places to be around people, to meet people that you connect with in the ways that you should. Like you get what I'm saying? Like we're not going to book clubs and women's meetings. I mean, maybe some of us should. I mean, maybe that would be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying. But so I feel like a lot of people just are, especially the housewives and whatever, they're not around people. They're around kids, for moms and whoever's at school.
Yeah.
But that's not always the best. That's the thing is that's where I thought I had friends. And that's where shit twisted for me is because there's a lot of people in real life and on the internet that don't want to see you win.
Right. And then also, if anybody has any questions or like topics they want discussed, leave a comment on this video, and
it's the truth.
And we'll be sure to get it covered next video.
Do you like my ring, by the way? Check my ring out.
Okay, so they want to talk about what Mindy had texted you about saving her or whatever. So I did clarify earlier in the video that I thought Amanda did help her get to the airport, but no. Amanda said she had her blocked because obviously she's at Jason's. Why does she want to talk to her?
Correct.
So I guess you saw afterwards that she had messaged you.
In the beginning, I was supposed to be over there with her, so she's okay. So she felt comfortable. That's what I thought. But obviously Jason didn't think like all that, and that's not how it came out. You know what I mean? That's not how it happened. But I had her blocked.
You're welcome.
She was mad at me.
So what did you send her the money for?
That was after. That was recently, right?
That was when, she was crying. She wanted to break down and she was upset that, she found out about the cheating and she could never go back to him and blah, 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 blah. And it was probably for drugs.
After Mindy had left and Amanda had been over there. And then so Mindy made her feel bad and Amanda sent her money basically like, I'm sorry that we are
going through some shit.
The same guy with the same guy with each other with the same guy.
Yeah. She was going through some shit. She needed some shit, I guess. I don't know what she spent it on. I can't say that.
He really smashed her luggage. We don't know that. That was something that she repeated to somebody else. But she said she repeated a bunch of different things that were true and not true. And we don't know for sure that was something that was said.
Oh, that for a fact either. That was around hearsay. That was hearsay.
So how did you know she got hurt? Because she told her.
Yeah, she told me. When I got home from Jason's house, she told me. It was either the day before or when I got home from his house. Because I know I talked to her a bunch of times there, but I literally came out when I came home from his house. I came out and told her the truth. Yes, I was just over there. Yes, I slept with him. Yes, I gave him a blowjob too. Whatever. Yes, it did happen. And she did not tell me that she slept with him. She said that she didn't want to, and it happened.
That she didn't want to, and he did, but that she blamed herself because she let him on.
Right.
And it happened.
Right.
So this person said, why did she go there in the first place? So from what I have been told, and you can say if this is what you know for sure not to, is that Adam was moving in some other girl. And so basically at that point, I guess she probably didn't have nowhere to stay. And I don't know. What was her reasoning to you for going out there?
She just said she was going to come and visit. I don't know anything about that. I don't know about anything about Adam.
I know. At that time, she was hopping between Adam and the other guy, and then she said that she had to leave the new guy, and then went back to Adam's, and then suddenly left Adam's to Jason's, and then went back to the other guy.
was while she was gone with the other guy, Adam probably started talking to somebody else, and then Mindy came back, and then Adam was probably still talking to that same person, and then he was like, hey, look, I'm got this going on, so I don't want you here anymore. So then at that point, she had already left the other guys to go back to Adam, so then that's probably, she didn't have anywhere to go, so she was like, hey, Jason, I need you to come get me. And then when she was at Jason, then she ended up messaging the other guy and making him feel bad for her, and I believe that that's how she got home.
Well, she told me.
She's saying now that she got back there. Well,
she
the
told
last time she went live, that's where she was.
She told me on the phone that Jason stole one of her cell phones and turned off the Wi-Fi, so she couldn't.
And then we got a homie here in the chat that went and knocked on her door, and she didn't answer it yesterday. Yesterday.
That's what's up.
Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday.
I can't be like
anyone that knows.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Hey, homie.
And she left her dog with the high school friend.
Yeah.
Left him. Yeah, left the dog, and then
I guess we should clarify that. I mean, we don't know for sure that that's what happened, but according to her, that's who had her dog. Which I'm not really sure. How does that work?
No, Jason said that's who had the dog.
Yeah, well, no, but Mindy did on that live too. She said, "My friend that I've known since." Well, she went into great detail about all of that, but that's kind of weird to me thinking about it, because if that's the case, but did you get what I'm saying? I was thinking like she had just left that guy to go back to Adam's, right? So why would she take her dog to that guy and say, "Here, I'm leaving to go here. Can you keep my dog?" You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she was going to treatment.
I heard she didn't want the dog to get high.
Or like what she just said, she could have told him like, "Hey, I'm going to get treatment," or like, well, she could have told him anything to get him to keep the dog. So I guess that is true.
Right.
So if she didn't want did she go there planning to get high? Like if she didn't want her dog to get high, but she's okay to get high?
I guess. I don't know. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? All I know is what she said. And all I know is what Jason told me. Jason said she smoked an ounce.
Yes, that's the thing. Liz said, can her dog not be around Jason's dog or something? That's what I thought, because they're both boys, and that was before they had that dog neutered. And Jason's dog is probably, I would assume, is the reason they have him neutered. Is he kind of aggressive?
Well, they just got that dog. They just got that new dog.
But is he kind of aggressive, maybe towards other dogs or whatever? I've had a lot of pit bulls and like bull type dogs, and they usually are aggressive to other dogs, especially other males. And so
my dog couldn't be over there because my dog couldn't be there because of the other dog.
They probably thought that he would probably hurt her dog.
Yeah, probably.
That's what a lot of people are saying over here too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the dog's new. You know what I mean? He was rescued, so he's new. So they probably didn't want to.
Is she taking the dog with her this time then?
I have no clue. I don't know if she's coming. I don't know when she's coming. I don't know. If she shows up here, all I know is I'm beating her ass. Don't show up at my parents' house, Mindy. Do not fucking show up here. You show up here, we're going to be duking out in my fucking backyard. And it's, it's a pretty nice there's a lot of room, okay?
Because a lot of people that fight dogs, they do use little dogs as bait. So if he was rescued from that kind of situation, they probably thought that could be like, because that's why I've heard a lot of people like say when, like people are giving animals away on, say, Facebook or something. I've heard a lot of people say to be careful because people will get them just to use them.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. That's really sad. All I know is they had a pit there named Bea. That goddamn dog, it was a pit bull. It was a girl. She was the best. She would get people cornered in a goddamn freaking corner if they came up to me. That dog was amazing, but she passed away. So rest in peace, Bea.
I've had a few dogs like that too, though, and it was usually not good. I had one that I had to literally be pregnant and try to get it to release its jaw off of another animal because they walked up in the yard or something.
I just thought about something. I have to get tested now. You know what I mean? Because he slept with her. He slept with me. God.
And probably prostitutes he's sleeping with now that neither one of y'all are there.
I mean, 3 beds and
to my job. Yeah, exactly.
She was with 3 different guys in less than a week.
And then back to 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess they're still the same 1, 2, 3. She just goes back.
Well, like I said, she's number 3 because I'm number 1. Jessica's 2 and she's 3. So, bitch, how do I taste? Asshole. Don't be doing that shit to me.
I don't know, because apparently y'all even. I don't know. I guess y'all all need to ask each other that, because you and Jessica all have that conversation with each other.
I'm getting tested. Monday, I'm getting tested.
Well, what I'm saying though is y'all all went. Then I think y'all all kind of were going back and forth, like during the same times that like you and Jessica, and then you and Mindy, like
the whole time he was cheating with Jessica on me with me. I mean, I was meeting him at motels all the time. You know what I mean? And she even said in one of her whatever emails, you go back and forth sleeping with Amanda. I was like, oh God, Amanda this, Amanda that, Amanda this, and I'm like, I'm there the whole time going, wait, what? Huh?
That's funny.
Would you like me to come through and suck your woo-woo? You know what I mean? No problem. Here, honey, I'll be right there. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Read it.
Damn.
Read it out loud.
Damn. What was I thinking? Read what?
That.
What does it say? I can't read it. I can't see it.
Fucking Mindy has to be like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Oh, come on. Stop it. I feel bad for even laughing about it. Oh my God. But you know what? Hey.
That's like the other thing I read earlier. I laughed so hard when I read that. She said, so Amanda threatening to give you a blowjob is threatening you?
Hey, like, really? I bet he wishes he came
people say don't threaten me time, but I never heard anybody like take it that
far. In the chat, it's asking, we do know for sure that Mindy was with Reese. It is not a rumor, it is a fact.
I mean, I believe it too.
So she never admitted it to you though?
No.
I tried to ask a lot, like several times, but I could never get it.
I really didn't ask. I didn't ask. None of my business. I don't care who's
I wanted to know because I figured, but she was.
Well, I yelled at Jason. I said, Jason, you should have fucking told me that you slept with her, because you got me coming through. I said, we're all sharing, fucking hello. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know because wait, here's I do believe a little bit the part that if it's like a situation where you gotta like tell them 30 minutes in advance, that it might not be like, because that might not be a situation. I might not feel the same in 30 minutes.
If Mindy would have said she slept with him, I would have never look it.
So I don't know.
If Mindy told me she slept with him, I would have never went over there. She could have saved me from that. I would have never went over.
No. Oh well, we were talking about Reese. We were talking about whether or not she could.
Like, dude, I don't know, dude. Everybody's sharing.
What I was saying was because supposedly she says that he has to take something and then give it 30 minutes. And I was saying, if it were me, I wouldn't have done that because I'm not going to be feeling the same thing in 30 minutes that I do right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I might not be still in that place in 30 minutes. So
it's so funny because I hear a car outside with their system playing and I'm like ready to go like this. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Are you here, motherfucker? Are you really here?
I think Mindy is.
Does he have a car now, or is he still carless?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him anymore.
I was just wondering because
I know he was.
That was one of the things that we've all kind of made fun of a little bit is the fact that they all act like they're going somewhere and doing something and don't know. None of them, like Jason and Mindy, like they don't have a car. Tira, they don't have a car.
He had a beautiful Maxima. He had.
But what I'm saying is, when he got out, whatever car he had, kept having to go back to the shop and blah blah blah. And he had to borrow something to go pick Mindy up and whatever. So I was just saying that was one thing that was funny to me because she was gonna Uber to your house because nobody can, or she was gonna ride her bicycle. She was gonna ride her bicycle from fucking Texas. That'd have been a trip.
No, someone left a comment saying like, so Mindy's gonna Uber to Amanda's house to fight her, and then wait outside for her Uber to come pick her up and take her back to Jason's.
She probably have to go to the hospital, to be honest with you. So I'd probably call an ambulance.
Yeah, she probably would have to call an ambulance, not an Uber, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. Let's be honest. I mean, come on. I'm not gonna let you come through my parents' house and not.
Amanda said, "I'll have 911 on speed dial for you, baby."
Thanks, bro. I got you. Awesome. You know what I mean? Yay. I even told people like, look, if I dial 911 to you, if I text you 911, that means there's a bunch of people that have my address right now. You know what I mean? Right now, because if I dial 911 to you on a message,
you haven't been there.
All the cops come to my house,
right? You've been gone a lot right now because of all of it. And so
I have.
They also know that, so that means when Jason went there, he knew you weren't there, and he was literally trying to intimidate your dad.
Exactly.
Whatever, and then obviously, like you said, your dad don't know because they're not there with you.
And I think he wanted to record my dad, to be honest with you. He'd probably have it in his pocket with my dad.
That's what some other people said earlier too. They said that probably that way he could say, look, see, her dad said that didn't happen and she's just crazy. And look what her dad said that.
Yep. He's trying to get me back into a psych ward, probably. I don't know. It's not working.
Well, no, that probably, to be honest, I think maybe you said it, and I think maybe it made sense to me when you said it. It was obviously if they go try to convince your parents that you're crazy and doing all this crazy stuff, you get what I'm saying? And then they can convince everybody else that your parents think you're crazy too, and you're doing this stuff.
Then I have to be crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
Bingo. Yep. Well, Mom and Dad, I hope you hear me on your camera. I love you guys. And I will fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done the 30-minute wait either. Like, I don't know, about fucking 30 minutes, I'm just ready to do something else. Like that, yeah. That's sales.
Well, my neighbors, and they all know to watch out. You know what I mean? They know what to look out for. You know what I mean? So we all have cameras at our houses, by the way, too.
Look, somebody said, who cares if he has a car? Does he have a license to legally be driving it anywhere?
No.
Or gas money to drive it?
I doubt he has a license.
On, but no, he does not have a driver's license.
Mindy doesn't either, does she?
I don't think so.
I doubt so. I bet if she did, it would have been taken from her for all the money she owes, like all these like people, like all the court things that she has that she doesn't go to, for all the loans and whatever that she owes people. Like, cause that's why she moves around so much also, is because like she has all these court dates that she doesn't go to. And so all these like process servers and whatever are probably like looking for her about all these things.
They went after her just a couple weeks ago. She had one looking for her. She had a court date.
That's why she went from Adams at first, isn't it? One of the reasons. And then also people were threatening to call CPS on his kids because of the shit she was doing and putting all the CPS shit. And
yeah, I seen that. Yeah. It's just crazy. The whole situation's crazy. Would I want to be in this situation? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well,
absolutely not. I do not want to be in this. You know what I mean?
On that dirty.com post, or the whole website, Mindy's been calling CPS on people since before 2009.
That's sad.
That's been her ongoing threat.
And honestly, too, she's been doing that. And the crazy part about it is that literally that's what happened to her, because she had them in the situation that she wanted to defend that. So I feel like she tried so hard to defend that all it did was prove that it was really a true story.
That's sad.
About her daughter being there, and then that person, because that's one of the people that are here. And that's the person that knocked on her door, is the same person that gave us that story of that situation, and I believe them.
Yeah, I believe them too.
They know too much and knew too much for that to not be what really happened.
Yep, absolutely.
And they're the ones that called her daughter's father and said, "This is going on. Come get her." So basically, that person, I told her, you know what? That's like, you probably really like changed her life. Like, so it's like a big deal that you did that.
Yep, absolutely.
Because not everybody would have. They would have went in and seen their friend doing what they were doing, and they would have went on about their business, because it's not their business. Even though there are kids involved, a lot of people don't want to,
bring that up. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, Mindy also, she claims that she snitched for her kids, that she didn't want to have to go to prison. But then, so she does the almost 5 years, gets out, and says that she did time, she's going to be a better mom. She got out and never went back to being a mom. So what was the point of snitching if you didn't plan on being a mom?
Yeah, that's just sad.
Well, and the thing is maybe if that was your way of thinking, but you can't stand on that right now. You can't say that that's the reason you did it if you didn't do, if you get what I'm saying? So maybe even if that was your train of thought, then why say that? Because all you're doing is saying like, but then I got out and just didn't give a fuck. I didn't care what happened to him.
Hey, baby.
Because she got out from what I have seen and heard and whatever from her mouth, whatever, who knows, take that with a grain of salt. But that she got out and went with her daughter and was doing good for a while. So at that point, I guess she had a little bit of a relationship with them, because I've seen videos.
It was like a year.
And then once she didn't do the things she was supposed to do, but she didn't try to get them back or anything. That she literally didn't want them.
No.
Yeah.
Gave them up for drugs.
What?
Yeah. I said we gotta, kind of wrap this up here in a minute, because I got my dogs are what the hell is wrong?
But I just wanted to address, because a lot of people are talking about the CPS stuff. I just wanted to address that a little bit. That my case has been like, there was never a case, so there was an investigation, and it should be closed. It was never really opened. They came and just kind of talked to me and talked to kids, and they could see very clearly from her own shit that she said online. They watched a lot of it. They watched videos, I said stuff. But he had already seen a lot before he came.
Worried that your kids are going to see this?
I want to explain this real quick. When he came here, the day the cops came and all of that, they came for her calling that day. When CPS came the next day, he was here for when she called the month before that. So that's the thing, is she fucked like herself in that situation, trying to do what she did. because all she did was make herself look stupider for calling the second time when they were coming for the first time, and all it did was prove that it was malicious and not like warranted.
And now Amber can get her for harassment.
Yeah, I'm waiting on them to finish all of that, and then I'm gonna see what I can do about that, like legally, because they have proof. I mean, that it was the same person that called, and that the I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot of proof, but they also have the stuff where she showed the text messages and the things that she said. They have all.
And addressed to everybody that she was faking. She had said that Amber was suicidal. Yeah, that it was current, that it wasn't a month or two old.
She was telling them that I was schmooicide. I don't know how do you say these words. I mean, we probably said a million words we shouldn't say anyways. But anyway, she was telling them that I was currently in that frame of mind that I was before, like then, like it was happening right now, and then I deleted it all. And I hadn't deleted anything. That was when I went live. I posted the picture of the cops outside, all of the things, and I had not deleted a single thing. And she was telling me I was posting these things and I was crazy on the internet, and then I deleted it all, so it's not there anymore. And it was straight up lie. And then she showed it. Oh, like I could read it, bitch. Like you're dumb.
And they were asking. They were asking Mindy for the dates, like, "Oh, show us the dates of the messages," and she wouldn't respond.
Stupid.
Anyways, all right, we're gonna go. We're definitely gonna do a part 3. I'm gonna try to plan it for sometime, maybe towards the end of next week. I'll post it on my community tab.
Okay.
And I'll tag you in. I'll tag you in this. I know you wanted me to tag you in it, like so it'll show up on your thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll do
Good night,
that.
everybody. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate
it. I'll post on my community tab when we figure out when we're gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it during the day sometime. So if people want to kind of also let me know a little. I'm gonna make a post when I get off of here, so people can kind of let me know what time of the day works better for them, because I want to try to do it during the day while my kids are at school, so it's easier for me. And I know that's probably easier for you too, during the daytime rather than at night. Yeah, it will be. And so,
Thank you for everybody saying Yes, thank you for everybody saying that they're proud of me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything. Thank you for listening to my voice and what I mean, hearing me out.
Shitty sounds too.
I get to take an ugly ass shirt off now.
Too, because I was looking up stuff. Because I just do want to clarify too, though, that I did find out that I have a bad reaction to vitamin E and green tea, and that's what's in this. You probably can't see. It's on my community tab. Anyways, so it was my body had a reaction with this. Why everybody had to say I was eating it and all the other things. That was not it. But it does have green tea and vitamin E. That isn't that stuff you do eat though. Not eat, but like
I think so. I don't know. I don't either. I mean,
green tea you drink, but I just think vitamin E is like also a supplement. So I'm just saying, like, all that. I wasn't eating it though. I promise. But let's just get one more look at my shirt, because dang, I can't move.
Mine too. Like, woohoo! I want to go freaking burn this shit outside.
I was about to say, you're in the dark though, because Korea or China, same thing.
Here, I'll turn the lights. This is great. Like, everybody, check it out. You know what I mean? Check it out. Like, look at my picture on it. Like, well, ill. You guys can't even create something really cool. You know? Gross.
Yeah, I think we'll have to come out with a little bit of things that say things like we had the vote. What won? Can we talk about that? Because I haven't seen anything and we don't know about that. Before we get off, can we end it with that?
Yeah.
What was the vote? What was the winner of the sayings?
It was the I turned down the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
I was just thinking this earlier. She is so fucking awkward for people to believe. Like her body movements and all that is so awkward.
They thought she was 21 and offered her to run the Victoria's Secret fashion show last year.
Oh my god! Give me a break, bro. I used to work at Victoria's Secret. Give me a break. Jesus Christ. That's funny.
Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, she said that. She said that on Reddit. But she's trying to pretend like it's not her on Reddit, but you should see the shit she said. She's delusional. It was that.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I'm going to go check out everything now. So.
On her brain. Anyways, all right, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for the chat. I appreciate everybody. Good night, Amber. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being my host.
Stay strong, Amanda.
We're all doing this.
I'm glad. Well,
yes,
see,
thank you, sweetheart.
It's hard for you to do by yourself, just to hop up on there. It's hard for me to go on here and talk about myself. Like, it's a lot.
Very.
It's a lot easier when you have somebody to help, like, talk and go back and forth with.
Without a doubt.
It's really hard to just read the chat and talk. I don't see how people do that. They just read the chat and sit here by themselves, like just talking to themselves and then the chat. And I'm just like, it's hard.
It is hard. So I'm like, I was all stuck. But thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate you guys.
Good night, everybody. See y'all next time.
Good night.
Have a good night, guys. All right. Good night. Bye.